This is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Pierre Governor Sports on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pierre Governor Athletics are brought to you by Avera St. Mary's Hospital, Zander Auto Parts, Bank West, All Around Graphics, Weatherall Roofing, Faith Lutheran Church, and Billion Financial.
Jost trying to get one forward for Davis. Davis in the shot, and that one goes through. How about that for offense? Avery Davis scores, and it's 1-0 for Pierre.
And also brought to you by the Clubhouse Inn and Suites, Birding Electric, Slumberland Furniture, Kruger Contracting, B&B Equipment, Bridget M Photography, Edward Jones Financial, Dakota Sprinkler, and Sioux Nation.
Empty backfield again. Keenel is right up the middle on the design run. All the way through. Keenel, 25, 20, 50, 10, 5. Touchdown, 50-yard run for Keenel. 2 minutes to go, and the Governor strikes first here this evening.
Your Governor Athletics is also brought to you by First Dakota National Bank, Gales Gas, Service Master, Gateway Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Purist Foods, Kathy Sunshine Properties, All Pro Towing, and Pure Dental Clinic.
Cross comes in, a shot, the goal scored right over to Ryland Derry. What a pass from Cole Peterson, and Ryland Derry is there just to get the foot on it and redirect it into the goal, and the Govs lead it.
Governor's Athletics is also brought to you by Olson Plumbing, Lamb Motor, Midwest Cooperative, May Adam Law Firm, Oahe Federal Credit Union, the Association of Weed and Pest, and Fisher Round.
For the Governors, for the 4th straight year, are the Class 11 AA state champions. They beat the Brookings Bobcats 38-6 here in the Dakota Dome.
Here, Governor Athletics is also brought to you by Shane's Pharmacy, Todd's Electric, Wagner Auto, First United Methodist Church, East Pier Landscape and Garden Center, Country Carpet and Flooring, and Black Hills Federal Credit Union. And now, with the call of today's game, here's award-winning KCCR Sports Director, John Winkler.
As we welcome you here to Box Elder as we are set for week 4 of the high school football season. John Winkler alongside Greg Dean as we welcome you in here in the press box. And the Pierre Governors are looking to go to 3-1. And Greg, it was put pretty simply by Coach Steele last week. It wasn't the effort, it wasn't the showing that the Pierre Governors wanted. Yes, they got the win 21-6, but it wasn't what the Governors were hoping to have. The Governors expect more, and here tonight they get the opportunity to make that happen against the Douglas Patriots.
And I think that's the thing that you'll hear from Coach Steele both in the pregame and I think when we talk to him in the postgame that he looks at the season as a composite, that it's a chance to get better every week. And I think, from his standpoint, he said that basically, we didn't get better from week 2 to week 3, and I think that was certainly a point of emphasis throughout the week in practice this week. I think it sounds like they've had a pretty good week of practice, and so I think this is going to be a game where we'll see if the Govs are firing on all cylinders tonight.
The Douglas Patriots come in 0-3 right now. They gave up 49 points in week 1, 42 points in week 2, and 27 in week 3. So they progressively, the defense has shut down that Aberdeen Central, Brookings, and Rapid City Central shut them down a little bit more each week. However, the offense hasn't found the end zone yet. And that's where we sit out with the Douglas Patriots. They're trying to find the end zone for the first time. And for the Governors, they don't want to be that team that gives up their first points to Douglas.
And again, I think this is just a week where the Governors' biggest opponent in some ways is really themselves. I mean, can they go out and put together that full 48 minutes of football that I think Coach Steele is really looking for? And so this is going to be an interesting game for the Governors. We'll see what kind of intensity that they come out with tonight, and I think, on the flip side, I mean, we'll hear Coach Machechuk talk about the fact that what he's really looking for out of his team is an ability to continue to get better, because I think what he has said is that he's seen progression amongst his team from week 1 to week 2 to week 3.
The Governors are on the road for the first time since they lost to Harrisburg back in week 1. They're back-to-back road games. They'll be here tonight and then Yankton next Friday in a rivalry game that is kind of built into a bigger rivalry game in the last couple of years. But the Governors take on the Douglas Patriots tonight here in Box Elder. It is a 7 o'clock Central Time kickoff. 6:30 was when we got on the air, but it is going to be 6 o'clock Mountain Time when we get things kicked off. The Governors and Patriots coming up here in just a little bit. Right now, though, we will step aside for 3 minutes and start our talks with the coaches. We will talk with Coach Dan Machechuk here in just a little bit. Back in 3 minutes, you're listening to Pierre Governor Football here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
BankWest Insurance has the expertise and resources to deliver personalized service and customized solutions. As an independent agency, we shop dozens of companies to get you the best coverage at the best price. As your trusted choice for insurance coverage, we promise to go the extra mile so you can rest assured your loved ones and your assets are protected. Contact your local agent with BankWest Insurance to work for you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, may go down in value, equal opportunity provider.
All Pro Towing and Repair offers 24/7 light, medium, and heavy towing, jump starts, lockouts, roadside assistance, and recovery. The All Pro Towing and Repair team of professionals offers prompt, courteous, and top-notch services to Central South Dakota. If you find yourself in need of a tow, jump, or lockout, contact All Pro Towing and Repair, 605-669-2075. That's 605-669-2075.
Pictures are memories we want to last forever. For those special times, call Bridget M. Photography, a unique boutique photography studio offering family portraits, children, seniors, and even your pets. They're available for weddings, commercial events, and sports photography. Stop in and visit their studio in Pierre or look over their website at bridgetmphoto.com. Pictures and memories that will last forever. From Bridget M. Photography in Pierre.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre is a proud supporter of area athletes and their fans. Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre knows it takes hard work to achieve success in sports and the support of great people. That's why Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre is the place for all of your feed, seed, animal health, and grilling needs. They work hard for the community and are thankful for the support of their great customers. Visit Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre, 504 Deadwood Street. Sioux Nation supports area athletes.
As we welcome you back to the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Joining me is Coach Machechuk of the Douglas Patriots. As Coach, it's good to talk to you again. As you guys get ready for this matchup here, home contest against the Pierre Governors. 0-3 to start the season, but let's first talk about some of the positive things here. Let's talk about what you've seen from your team that they've done well the first 3 weeks of the season.
Well, I feel like our effort has been good, and it keeps getting better every week. I feel like we're starting to grasp the offense a lot better. Last week we moved the ball a lot better. Defensively, we're getting bodies to the right spots. We just got to make some better, tackling decisions. And our kids work hard every single day, and we're getting better. We're a young group of individuals, but I have to applaud our effort and the fact that our kids are still fighting week in and week out to try to make sure that we're getting better.
And you've faced Aberdeen Central, Brookings, and Rapid City Central. Now the Governor's here this week. But the takeaway from Rapid City Central game, you lost 27-0. Obviously, that the scores defensively have gone down in all three games. Defensively, how do you guys? What have you seen that again has improved defensively for you guys through each of the 3 weeks?
I think we are tackling better, and we're getting, like I said, we're getting guys to the right spots. So. That's encouraging. The kids are working hard to make sure we're getting there, and we just got to finish plays. And I think that's one of the things we work on hard at practice. And I don't know, sometimes it's hard because our numbers aren't as high as a lot of the schools in AA. So to just open up and start tackling guys a lot, I think kind of would put us in a bad situation. So I think every week they're getting better at that, just like getting to the right spots, understanding our blitzes and our stunts and our coverages, and we're not making as many mental mistakes.
And that's going to be tough, too. You look at some of the top schools, Aberdeen Central and Watertown moved down into Class 11 AA. Obviously, they were in AAA last year, so that means their numbers are pretty big, where you look on the other end with you guys in Douglas that the numbers aren't always there. And like you mentioned, you're trying to tackle and trying to go full pads all week, every single day, and get to that point. It's hard to do because you don't want to – yes, you want to practice that, but you don't want to beat yourself up too much, or then you have nobody available because everybody's out with a bunch of bumps and bruises.
Well, and that is, I'm sure everybody across the state faces that situation, but they might have a little more luxury as far as when an injury and the guy, their number two is getting set up. So we work hard at trying to find some creative different ways to work on tackling and stuff like that without taking the chance of losing a guy for another week, because for us, one guy being hurt could be 4 positions between offense, defense, and some special teams.
This Pierre Governor team, they won last week. They're 2-1 so far in the season. They beat Sturgis 21-6. What do you see from that game for the Pierre Governors that maybe you can exploit a little bit and try and get the offense moving and the defense to get some stops again?
Well, for us, every week we watch film, we break it down like everybody, but we talk about ourselves and what we need to do to get better. And I think that if we can get to the point where we can execute and finish plays, finish drives, I think we can get some points on the board. You look at that Pierre Sturgis game, Sturgis came to play football. I think Pierre was just a little off in some of their key, normally when you play Pierre and you watch a Pierre football team, well, for the last 4 years at least, plus, they beat us in the playoffs before. When Pierre is moving the ball and they are in rhythm, they are tough to stop, period. And week 1 when they played Harrisburg very well, I thought, and looked really good. And I think they may struggled a little bit, just didn't get quite in rhythm. But I know Coach Steele and I know how he coaches, and I know that his kids are a very, very good football team. And I think the bad part for us is that I'm pretty sure they're working really hard right now to make sure they're back on cue.
And maybe you've seen a little bit from the first 3 games, but this Pierre team likes to pass a lot, and that's different than a lot of high school football. Defensively for you guys, you mentioned getting guys to the right spots. Is it going to be a little bit more difficult, or is it going to be something that maybe might become a little bit easier for guys to be in the right spots against a passing team?
Well, it's always unique when you play Pierre because, you guys, they open her up and they're unbalanced 4 wide, double tight sometimes. They really confuse you with some formations. So, kudos to those guys. They do a great job with that. And your alignment is the first thing that we got to make sure we align it properly, because if you don't align right, and it's happened to us before, where you can stop them for a couple plays, but then we're 2 guys off because they're in unbalance. We don't pay attention, and then they take off for a touchdown. So, they throw the ball well, and your quarterback is one of the best I've ever seen. He's darn good, and the bad part for us is he's a pretty good athlete. He can run too. So, hopefully, he chucks it around, and they're not in rhythm, and it gives us an opportunity to be able to play some football.
And the first 3 games for you guys, unable to score any points, and you've talked about the offense driving the ball much better through each of the 3 games. What's it going to take to kind of get maybe get an early score in the game against Pierre to maybe get that confidence going early on?
I think for us, we just have to complete every play, and like I said, the mental stuff. So when we start moving the ball, we just got to make sure that we keep doing the little things right. I mean, that's one of the things that I feel like we're doing because we're a younger football team, that we're getting guys to places, we're blocking guys, not letting guys fly through. So we're moving the ball and doing good things, but then when we get a little bit on a long drive, we kind of, I don't know if we get excited or what, or we feel like we're close, but for us, we're just going to have to lock in and make sure that we do everything in the right way so that we can maybe get that ball across the end zone line.
Talk with Coach Machachak of the Douglas Patriots. Coach, before I let you go, looking for that first win of the season, what's it going to take to knock off the Pierre Governors on, here tonight?
We're just going to have to play good football. I mean, we're going to have to not have mistakes, not turn the ball over and give up some pick sixes. We're going to have to make them earn everything they're going to get, because they're going to get stuff on you because they're a good football team. So if we can rattle them and make them earn things, maybe we can switch the tide and we get some turnovers and not turn the ball over. It's what we're going to have to do to be able to play with these guys.
Coach Dan Machachak of the Douglas Patriots. Kickoff's at 7 o'clock. We'll talk with Coach Steele here in just a couple of moments. Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck here tonight, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you very much. I always appreciate talking to you.
Back with more of the pregame show next here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
At Black Hills Federal Credit Union, our top priority is providing value to our members. Since 1941, we have helped our neighbors buy homes and vehicles, finance their farms and ranches, insure their assets, and retire comfortably. From Custer to Sioux Falls, we live and work in our communities, and we treat our members like family. Visit bhfcu.com to learn more about how you can join. BHFCU is member-owned, not-for-profit, and federally insured by NCUA.
It takes hard work to reach goals. It's a truth that applies to more than just sports. It also goes for your financial goals. You work hard for your money. You deserve an investment strategy that lines up with your game plan. Your local Edward Jones financial advisor can help. If your investments aren't getting you closer to the win, visit edwardjones.com or stop by your local Pierre area Edward Jones office for a financial review. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
It is time to control noxious weeds. Do you have a control plan in place? If not, contact your local weed and pest supervisor to help you set up a plan. Effort now will save you time and money in the future. This is Paul Johnson, South Dakota State University Extension Weed Science Coordinator, asking for your support to get this statewide noxious weed problem under control.
As long as you have a local cooperative, you'll never farm alone. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, our team is your team, ready to help you make the decisions that are vital to your operation. From the seed, plant health, and marketing the grain, to fuel to keep you running, the feed to supplement your herds, and the financing programs to make it all possible. We're here for you. Give CHS Midwest Cooperative a call today and let us show you the value of the co-op. Local, loyal, and trusted for generations.
When a disaster damages your home or business, you need immediate support from experts you can count on. ServiceMaster is there for your burst and leaking pipes, basement flooding, drying and dehumidification, roof leaks and failures, carpet and upholstery. We know your situation is unique. That's why we give every type of damage in every building the individual attention of certified experts who have the real-world experience to come up with the best solution. No type of damage is too big or too small for us to handle. We're standing by 24/7. Call ServiceMaster 844-902-2938.
Welcome back to the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Joining me is Coach Steve Steele as we get ready for the matchup between the Pierre Governors and the Douglas Patriots. Kickoff at 7 o'clock Central Time. But, Coach, you're coming in after a win against the Sturgis Scoopers on Saturday. You go back to a Friday game against Douglas. You'll do this one other time with a Friday game going into then Thursday to end the season. But what's the difference from last week when you had the extra day to prepare now to having one less day to prepare for Douglas?
It's part of the season. I mean, we definitely had to do this, like you said, later in the season in many ways. But, we had a JV game Monday, so those guys were out and got a good win. And, our varsity guys were able to stay back and really focus on how to improve off of what we saw on film. And then we got after it for a couple days. So, like I said, the good part about it being a Friday game is it felt a lot more like a normal week again.
This Douglas Patriot team offensively is struggling to score. They have not scored yet. You mentioned on Coach's Corner on Wednesday that they've moved the ball a little bit better against Rapid City Central. What have you seen progressively from that team that can make them dangerous tonight?
Well, the big thing that makes them dangerous is they've got that ability to get, 3 to 5 yards every play. So, I mean, if they string a drive together without a penalty or a negative play, they can go right down the field and obviously punch one into the end zone. They just haven't found a way to do that just yet. They had the ball inside the red zone, I think, 2 or 3 times against Rapid City Central. Had a big loss on a bad play and then had 2 penalties in those 3 drives. So, if they can not go backwards on a drive, they aren't an easy team to get off the field.
Defensively, they're averaging just about 40 points against per game. Obviously, that means that the offense can find its groove, wants to find its groove, and it tells you that you can, but you got to go out and execute it. What have you seen from their defense?
Kind of a similar thing. I mean, they've got a pretty good interior D-line and linebackers. Their inside of their front seven's pretty good. So we've just got to make sure we're picking up all the people. I thought last week we did a good job blocking when we communicated up front. So that's going to have to be an important thing for us tonight is communicate up front because they do move those front 7 around a lot where they're pretty vanilla, I guess, behind that.
And offensively, I know you mentioned last Saturday that you weren't real happy with how you got to the win, but you ended up getting the win. And you mentioned it, too, on Coach's Corner on Wednesday that the practice has kind of reflected the fact that you want to get in a better mindset going into this week.
Yeah, we want to come out right away. We don't want to wait. We don't want to, feel like we have to be challenged. We want to go out right away and play the way that we're capable of playing, and that means that's regardless. We're going to say that every game the rest of the year. So that's what we've got to see tonight. We've got to come out on both sides of the ball and just go right after it. Focus on getting a 3-and-out on our first defensive series and focus on scoring a touchdown on our first offensive series, as it should be every game.
Yankton looms next week. Obviously, the good thing with football is that you have a full week to prepare for each opponent, where other sports you maybe get a day or two to kind of get ready for that next opponent. But to not overlook this Douglas team, what's the message to not overlook them and start worrying about Yankton next week?
Well, I think we lost the ability to you hate saying it, but I think that our guys weren't overly focused and our coaches weren't overly focused last week against Sturgis. And, we can't do that. That showed us, and that was a great wake-up call for us to understand that we've got to live in the moment. We've got to focus right here, right now, because, we can make any game close. And I mean that in both directions. We can make it a game that we shouldn't be in close, and we can make a game that we should win pretty easily close. So we can't afford to be focused on anything other than right here, right now.
What's it going to take to knock off Douglas here tonight?
Offensively, communication. As long as we're on the same page, I feel very confident in our game plan. But just having our guys up front communicate the different looks that they're going to give us. And then defensively, making that first tackle, no arm tackling, and then just rallying to the football.
Coach, I appreciate the time as always. Good luck here again tonight.
Thanks, John.
Back with more the pregame show next year on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Let Country Carpet and Flooring help you update your home or office with the latest fashion trends. With over 30 years of experience, we can help you find the right flooring or window treatments for your needs. Stop down to 414 East Sioux Avenue or call for an appointment at 224-9297 for your free consultation and estimate. Go Govs!
This fall, sip on a warm, soothing apple cider and bathe in the radiance of the changing colors before you smash that hot mug on the driveway and join First Dakota to bank some noise for fall sports. Stop for goal line stands, holler for a game-winning ace, and go berserk for a chip in from the rough. Let's give the home team all we've got. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com, member FDIC.
Faith Lutheran Church prays for God's blessings to all of our athletes and their families. We're proud of the commitment and dedication that you give to your team. We would love for you to join us and celebrate the successes that God gives to us on the field, in the classroom, and throughout our lives. You can worship with us at Faith Lutheran Church on Sundays at 8:30 and 11 a.m., on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m., or you can watch online at faithluth.com/livestream.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent in your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
As we welcome you back here to Box Elder as we are getting set for kickoff between the Pierre Governors and the Douglas Patriots. John Wickler alongside Greg Dean as we are just a couple minutes away from kickoff. And Greg, as we heard from Coach Steele in the pregame show, that the Govs got to take care of business tonight. They've got to the focus has got to be better tonight than it was last Saturday, and the effort's got to be better than what it was last Saturday.
And I think like we said earlier in the pregame, I think that's been a major point of emphasis this week in practice, and so we'll see if the Govs take that to heart. And so right now, the Govs are looking at this game. They want to move to 3-1, and kind of based on how the rest of the games in 11 AA line up tonight. You and I said on the ride out here today that it's in all likelihood that if the Govs are able to put a win on the board tonight, that you are going to begin to see a little bit of separation from the top couple of teams in 11 AA. It looks like there'll probably be like 2 or 3 teams at the top, and then kind of a middle pack, and then several at the bottom. And so I think this is an important game for the Govs. I mean, to start establishing a little bit of an identity and make a little bit of a statement.
The Governors, when you look at their run and pass plays for the first 3 games of the season, it has been 83 attempts for Lincoln Keenels through the air, 66 rushing attempts for the Governors, and that even includes some of the scrambles that Keenels has, and then you don't even count into the sack. So play call wise, it has been basically 65-35 in terms of passes per run, which you don't see that very often in high school football. But the Governors, again, you're looking for Keenels at 542 right now in completion percentage, maybe to get up towards that 60%, maybe 650% by the time that we end here tonight.
And he was up over. In fact, he was dialed in at about 65+% going into last week, and then last week we talked about just kind of the struggles that not only Keenholz but the rest of the club had, and luckily they were able to make enough plays, especially in the second half, to put that win on the board. And so again, I think this is going to be an evening where the Govs are going to be ready to come with a lot of intensity, and again, hopefully put a big win on the board, and again, maybe make a statement to the rest of a Class 11 AA tonight.
Governors and Patriots coming up here in just a couple of minutes. We will step aside for 3 minutes. Come back with Kickoff. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Confidence, professional care, experience, and diverse care for all ages are what you should be looking for in dental care. And that's exactly what you'll receive from Dr. Monty Bechtold and Dr. Murray Thompson at Pierre Dental Clinic. You can expect friendly, caring staff who are concerned about your dental health and offer you complete confidence with routine checkups, early morning appointments, emergency treatment, and the latest in dental technology. Local dental treatment, all at Pierre Dental Clinic. Call 224-5355 or stop by their office at 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre.
Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre still wants your trade or your spare vehicle, and we're willing to give you top dollar, and we'll throw in an additional $250 Pierre Pride dollars. Sell us your car, and Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you an additional $250 Pierre Pride dollars. Trade in your vehicle for a new or different one, and Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota will give you $250 Pierre Pride dollars. Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit GatewayFordToyota.com.
At Pierce, we play to win, which led to being named the most innovative food company of 2021. For over 30 years, we have worked to develop the highest quality peas from plant-based protein on the market, which is sourced from several South Dakota farmers. Our alliance with farmers allows us to build a safe and secure food supply in the United States. Join our Herald production team and make moves, because at Pierce, it's not just a job, it's a career. Apply online, PULIS.com. Pierce, born and bred in the USA.
Wondering what to do with the pitted and rutted drive? B&B Equipment will get you covered. Wanting to put something down the ground? B&B Equipment will put a hole in your project. Need to even up that property? B&B Equipment can fill that need. B&B Equipment can deliver all your gravel and material needs. B&B Equipment is here for all your excavation needs. Contact B&B Equipment, 224-6727. A contractor here for you. That's B&B Equipment, 224-6727.
Innovation. It's right here. Avera St. Mary's Hospital keeps care local for you and your family, offering comprehensive care that has earned 4 out of 5 stars by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services in hospital performance and safety. Avera St. Mary's world-class care is further supported by advanced technology, 2-way video e-consults, 3D mammography, and a state-of-the-art birthing center, so you and your family don't have to go anywhere else, because innovation lives right here in Pierre. Learn more at avera.org/news.
Slumberland Furniture invites you to stop in and check out their newly refurbished mattress and bedding section, now titled Sleep Solutions. Slumberland has really pulled out all the stops in this area with a selection of memory foam, innerspring, or hybrid, and exacting descriptions of their many choices, plus newly added enhancers to complete your sleeping experience. And don't forget, great specials as well. Slumberland Furniture's grand opening of their Sleep Solutions area, now at Slumberland on the truck bypass in Pierre, and check out slumberland.com.
Coin toss taking place right now as we welcome you back here to Box Elder as the Pierre Governors take on the Douglas Patriots. John Winkler alongside Greg Dean as that coin high up in the air, and we'll see if the Governors will be receiving or kicking off. We like to see Coach Steele, and they are going to defer, so it will be Douglas to get the ball first to open up this game. And Greg, he mentioned it, Coach Steele did in the pregame, that what they want to do to start the game is get a quick stop and then go down and score. They would like to have a 3-and-out and a score on their first offensive drive to get a 7-0 lead early on in this game.
And I think that's the thing, is not only to get a quick start, but then to maintain the momentum all the way through this game. And I think that's going to be the thing that will be looking for up here anyway, is can the Governors maintain that high level of play, maintain that high level of intensity and momentum, not only from kickoff, but all the way through the first half and all the way through till the final gun when this game's over later tonight.
You are listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station, as we welcome you in on a KCCR and watching on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The Governors will look to go to 3-1 on the early season, or midway point of the season, as the Douglas Patriots will receive the kick to open up this ball game, as it will be Tyler Dumdy out deep along with Peyton DeWitt. Cole Peterson, who scored 2 goals yesterday, Ryland Derry scored the other, and the Pierre Governor soccer team, the boys team, won 3-0. The girls won 5-2 over in Brookings. So he's been across the state out in Brookings yesterday. and now going to be here in Box Elder tonight to tee things off. And the wind will be a factor. You won't hear it on our microphones, but because we're inside the press box and we don't have the wind, we can't open the window, so you will not hear the wind tonight. But it will be a factor, and we'll try and find the bad thing is there's no flags anywhere. There you go. They get the American flag way down, way across the way. So we'll try and tell you how the wind is, but Cole Peterson has it teed up. We are set for football as he will kick it, and against the wind, it'll be hanging up for DeWitt to take it inside the 10-yard line, out to the 15. He'll get to the 20, and out to the 25, 26-yard line is where we will have 1st and 10 for the Douglas Patriots. As out for the Patriots, the quarterback Matthew Dennekamp, the sophomore, 5'10", 175-pound sophomore. He'll have DeWitt in the backfield along with Anthony Mosier, the receiver Dumdy, and the tight end Wyatt Pettyjohn. And then the offensive line will be Sylvan Kent, Court Nicholas, Jason Machachak, Wyatt Hill, and Ryan Lawson, along the other receiver Tucker Paris. Starting offense for the Douglas Patriots. A handoff for the backfield, slipping through one tackler, slipping through another tackler. There he goes, all the way across midfield, and it'll be a big gain for Peyton DeWitt on 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line, all the way down to the Governor 31-yard line. A big gain on 1st down for the Douglas Patriots.
And exactly the opposite of the start that I think Coach Steve Steele wanted, and that was the Patriots just broke through and kind of found a seam in the hole in the first line of defense for the Governors. And once they were able to do that, then it was just a nice run as he was able to get to the sidelines.
Gain of 49 to open up the first play. Play action, rolling to his right, the throw is high up, is off the hands of Keenels, and it will drop down for an incomplete pass. I think Keenels had an opportunity for an interception, but it will drop in, and it will be incomplete in the first pass from Dennekamp, and it's 2nd and 10 from the 31-yard line inside Governor territory.
And Dennekamp really was catching a lot of pressure on the roll to the right side and really kind of threw that one up for grabs. And Keenos almost came up with the one-handed interception, actually broke on the play well and just unfortunately was able to not come down with the ball. And otherwise the Governors would have had a break after that long run on the first play of the game for the Patriots.
2nd and 10, handoff for DeWitt. He'll be swallowed up 2 yards past the line of scrimmage. He'll give him a gain of 3 to the 28-yard line. It's 3rd down and 7 as the Governors are going to go to try and get this stop.
And basically the same play that they ran on first down that they got 49 yards on, just kind of that off tackle play on the left side of the Douglas offensive line behind Jason Machachuk, the 6'4", 320-pound junior lineman, and you've heard Coach Steele say that he will move all over. He's not only a lineman, but you may see him in the backfield before the end of the night.
There's an end around, and it will be stopped in the backfield as Austin Foley is there to tackle, and it will be 4th down as the handoff went to Dumdy, and it will bring up 4th down and long, a loss of about 5 on that play, all the way back to the Patriot 33-yard line.
Yeah, and the Governors had that play snuffed out pretty well as they got good penetration on the near side and were able to just blow that play up in the backfield and not allow Dumdy any opportunity to get out and get to the edge.
So it's now 4th down and 12 from the Governor 33-yard line, 10-15 to play here in the first quarter. A passing situation, rolling to his right is Dennekamp. He's looking to pass. He's going to be wrapped up. He's going to be sacked all the way back at the Governor 39-yard line, and the Govs will get that first defensive stand. After a big play for Douglas, they weren't able to get any momentum going forward. A loss of 6 to finish out the drive, and it'll be Governor ball from their own 39-yard line.
Again, good pressure for the Governors getting into the backfield, and this time the pressure came from the backside. They're able to run Dennekamp down on the far side of the field before he had an opportunity to get the pass away. And so Governors got a 3-and-out, just came one play later than what they were hoping for.
So first play here from the 39-yard line. Lincoln Keenels as the offense out for the Governors. 3 receivers out to the right side. He'll look to pass. He steps up in the pocket with a lot of time. The throw is over. The catch is made, and it'll be a gain of about 7 for Cade Kaiser on the first catch of the game for the Pierre Governors.
And again, the wind that John talked about just a little bit ago, the wind is actually mostly a crosswind, but it does come kind of from the southwest and is coming across the field. So right now the Governors are actually driving in somewhat into that wind tonight, and it's right now at about 21 miles an hour, actually gusting a little higher than that at times.
So here is a bad snap that Keno's will pick up. He's going to try and move to the first down marker. He will, as he was driven down by Jason Machachok, but he picked up enough for a first down as he gets near midfield, the 49-yard line, a gain of 4 for Keno's.
Governor's got a little bit of a break there as Keno's able to recover his own fumble and not only not lose yardage, but actually get out over the first down marker and keep the drive alive for the Governors.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line, still on the Pierce side. 3 receivers out to the right side for Lincoln Keno's. No score here first quarter, 9:25 to play. As Keno's look to pass, he's going to throw downfield. Kaiser is wide open on the sideline, but he just overthrows him. Kaiser was wide open, no one in coverage, but just a little bit too far. And with the wind, it's against the Governors right now, and that probably also shows the strength of the arm strength that Keno's has. But if it's a non-windy night, it's probably just dropping right in the hands of Kaiser.
And that's probably a ball that Lincoln Keenholz probably wants back because Cade Kaiser was wide open. There wasn't a defender within about 10 yards of him. And unfortunately for the Governors, a bad break there because if Kaiser catches that ball, he literally walks into the end zone.
Brock Mosier get the handoff on 2nd and 10 as he's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Got to the 50-yard line, a gain of just 1 on Mosier's first run of the night. And it's now 3rd down and 9 here for the Governors.
Mosier, 31 carries on the year, 96 yards. That's a 3.1 yard per carry average on the year so far through 3 games. And Brock Mosier, the sophomore, has given the Governors an opportunity. He's been a nice balance for this passing game that the Governors have so far this year.
So it'll be 3rd and 9 from the 50-yard line, and we'll have a encroachment penalty called on the Douglas Patriots, which will push up the Governors 5 yards. And it will now bring up a 3rd down and 4, a long 4 for the Governors.
Governors wearing the all whites tonight with the green numbers, green helmets, white tops, white pants, green accents on the shoulders for the Patriots. They're in all black tops, black pants, white numbers, white helmets. 71 degrees at kickoff, wind out of the south at 21 miles an hour, although the forecast is that the wind will decrease as the night goes on.
So it's now 3rd down and a long 4 here for the Governors from the Patriot 45-yard line. Keno's empty backfield. He'll put Mosier in motion to the left side of the line. He'll go back to pass. He'll step up in the pocket. He's going to roll to his left, and he's going to pick up the first down. He's out past to the 30-yard line where he steps out of bounds. A big gain for Lincoln Keno's on 3rd down and 4, and it will be all the way down to the 31-yard line. A gain of 14 for Lincoln Keno's.
And again, just a good decision. Just he saw the hole open up on the left side, and Keno's able to pull the ball down, and that's what you get with a dual threat quarterback. Just an opportunity to make plays with his feet when he doesn't see something coming through the air.
So the 6th play of the drive upcoming here for the Governors. 1st and 10 from the Patriot 31-yard line. 8:39 to go here in the first quarter. Kaiser goes in motion. He'll get the handoff. He'll get a lead block of Mosier. And Kaiser will pick up some positive yards on first down as he goes out to the far sideline before I believe he stayed inbounds. And the clock will continue to run, a gain of about 3 or 4 for Cade Kaiser. As they'll get to the 26-yard line, we'll call it. So we'll call it a gain of 5 for Kaiser. And his first run doesn't run very often, doesn't get too many handoffs, but he did take that one. 2nd and 5 here for the Governors from the 26-yard line. Keno's has 3 receivers out to the right side, 4 down linemen for the Patriots. Handoff, stretching it out right side for Mosier. He is throwing down from behind, close to a horse collar tackle, but Mosier loses those 5 yards that the Governors had. It'll be 3rd down and 10 now for the 31.
Court Nicholas, the senior defensive lineman, 6 foot 200-pounder for the Patriots, able to run Mosier down from behind on that play, just kind of a stretch play. And if Mosier's able to get to the edge, he maybe is able to turn the corner. But nice play by Nicholas to corral him and throw him for the loss and back the Governors up into 3rd and long.
So 7:23 to go here in the first quarter. 3rd down and 10 from the 31. Keno's have to empty backfield here with 3 receivers out on the left side. And timeout is going to be called, I believe, by Coach Machachak. And it will be the first timeout used from either side with 7:11 to go here in the first quarter. 3rd down and 10 from the Patriot 30, upcoming for the Pierre Governors. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
Pierre Governors are in a 3rd down situation, 3rd and 10 from the Patriot 30-yard line. The Patriots had a big gain of 43 to open up the ball game on their first play from scrimmage, but then were denied anything else after that. The next 4 plays end up going for losses, and it ended up being the turnover on downs for the Patriots. And now the Governors on their first offensive drive have it at the 30-yard line. There'll be a pistol formation coming out of the timeout. They had an empty backfield on the shotgun for Keno's. Now have Mosier in the backfield, the pistol. 2 receivers out left side. 3rd down and 10 here for the Governors from the 31-yard line. Keno's look to pass, throws on a slant route. The catch is made, and out to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, near the 5-yard line, and it'll be called, right around maybe down the 6-yard line is where the Governors will be at. A gain of 24 on the catch, and I believe it was Matt Hansen that made the catch.
It was Matt Hansen that made the catch on that crossing route. Just a simple post pattern and nice easy pitch and catch right across the middle. And Hansen made the catch, and then just made a run to the sidelines, and unfortunately wasn't quite able to get into the end zone.
Keno's look to pass here on 1st and goal. That throw is an easy catch, and the Governors will score as it will be a 6:58 to go in the first quarter. The Governors get on the board first as an easy catch for Kate Kaiser, and the Governors up 6-0.
Yeah, just kind of an X route, and Kaiser comes from the far outside of the formation. Just kind of waited for the interior receivers to clear, and then just came back across the middle and found himself wide open. And the Governors have an early 6-0 lead.
9-play drive for the Pierre Governors as Cole Peterson's extra point is up and good. So a 7-0 lead for the Governors with 6:58 to go here in the first quarter. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
So it was a 9-play, 61-yard drive for the Pierre Governors, as it was a 6-yard catch from Katie Kaiser from Lincoln Keno's. The Governors took just about 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes off the clock on that drive, and they lead at 7-0 over the Douglas Patriots. A good opening drive there for the Pierre Governors, Greg.
Yeah, and I think they did a nice job of mixing the run and the pass. I mean, and we've talked about it early on that they're going to be a much heavier pass team than a run team, but just they did enough with the run to make sure that they were just balanced enough and able to put enough on the board that the Governors were able to make sure that the Patriot defense stayed honest on that drive.
Cole Peterson will put the kickoff across the goal line and for a touchback, and with the way the wind is, that's an impressive kick. That's going to be his ninth touchback in 16 kicks from Cole Peterson. So here's the second drive now for the Douglas Patriots. That first drive, they had a turnover on downs, just a 5-play drive. They had one positive play that went for 43 yards, and then the second, third, and fourth play didn't go for much for the Douglas Patriots. 6:58 to go here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 for the 20-yard line. Quick handoff right behind the center, and a quick gain of a couple for the Patriots as Dumdye got the handoff. Dumdye was the one that got the handoff, and it will be a gain of about 2 to the 22-yard line. And be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, just an interior handoff, just kind of a counter play where you've got Dumdye coming back from his wing position on the far side of the offensive line and able to turn it up and get a couple of positive yards out of the play.
2nd and 8 from the 22. From under center, the handoff again in the backfield, and he is swallowed up is DeWitt. And it'll bring up 3rd down and long here for the Pierre Governors, as I believe maybe Hayden Espy was the first one to get to him.
Yeah, trying to probe the interior of the Governor defensive line, and Hayden Espy not having much to do with that, and just able to corral DeWitt and bring him down right away after a short gain, and puts the Patriots in 3rd and long. Looks like it's about 3rd and 7 here with just under 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
The Governors are looking for a 3 and out here against the Douglas Patriot offense. From 3rd down at play action, rolling is Dennekamp, the throw, and that's going to go over both the receivers, and it'll fall incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. He had 2 receivers running the route on different levels, and he overthrew both of them, and it's going to bring up a punt here for the Patriots.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be probably part of the game plan for the Patriots is try to get Dennekamp out into space and try to give him some room to maneuver rather than let him just sit back in the pocket. And he looks like a fairly mobile quarterback for a sophomore, 5'10", 175 pounds, and if he can throw on the run, he might be able to create some havoc for that Governor secondary.
So here's a punt now from the Douglas Patriots, as it will be an end-over-end kick. It'll be taken by Jaden Wiebe, as he'll look to go from the near side to the far side. He's out past midfield to the 45 to the 40. Wiebe's got some room. He's out to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Pierre Governors. Wiebe takes it back from 55 yards, and the Governors lead at 13-0 with 5:26 to go.
Yeah, and just took the ball off the ground after it bounced once or twice, and then just was able to get to the edge on the far side, and then it just became a foot race. And we've seen Jaden Wiebe, especially last summer during the baseball season, and last spring during the high school season. We know that he has good speed, and once he got to the edge, he had a couple of Governor blockers out in front of him, and then it was just a foot race to the end zone. And Jaden Wiebe will win that one here tonight, and the Governors have the second touchdown of the evening, now up 13-0.
Yeah, 5:24 left to go here in the first quarter, and Pierre on for the extra point. Cole Peterson looking to make it 14-0. High snap, and the kick is up, and it is going to be good. It is 14-0 for the Governors here with just 5:24 to go in the first quarter. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool, and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
A 55-yard punt return from Jaden Wiebe, and the Governors now lead it 14-0 over the Douglas Patriots. This Patriot team, again, has not scored yet so far on the season, and the Govs are looking to make it to try and keep it that way, but a good start for them and a good defensive stop after giving up that big play to open up the game. And maybe a little quick message received from the Governors to then force the next 4 plays to be a turnover on downs, and then it's been a 3-and-out for the Patriots offensively. So here's Peterson on the kickoff, as it'll be near the end zone, and it will be caught around the 5-yard line and out to the 15-yard line, where DeWitt will be taken down. Be close to the 16-yard line, where they will probably spot him, and it'll be 5:18 to go. 1st and 10 from the Douglas 16-yard line as the Patriots will get their next possession up.
Yeah, and we'll see if the Governor defense continues to rise to the occasion tonight. So far, after the one big play to start the game, forced not a 3-and-out, but a 4-and-out, and then had a 3-and-out on the next drive. And so they've done a nice job in terms of limiting the Douglas offense so far.
So Dennekamp from under center. They'll fumble the exchange. Now Dennecamp's trying to find somewhere to go, but he is taken down. It'll be a sack and a big loss all the way back around the 10-yard line, inside the 10-yard line to the 9. A loss of 7 on the play.
Yeah, and just kind of a bumbled exchange on the snap, and the ball found itself on the ground. Dennekamp luckily able to be the only one for the Patriots in the neighborhood, and so he was able to pick it up and tried to make something out of nothing, and unfortunately for Douglas was swarmed on by a host of Governors and lost 12 yards on the play.
And so 2nd and 22 from inside the 10-yard line. And not much doing on a handoff, trying to go up the middle, and it's a 3rd down and very, very long now here for the Douglas Patriots, as they're just trying to get maybe outside of their own shadow of their own end zone, as they'll be out to maybe the 14-yard line. And actually, there'd be no gain on that play. It'd be 3rd down and 22.
Yeah, Douglas hasn't had a lot of luck running into the interior between the tackles so far. The one play where they did have success, they were able to break something out over the left offensive tackle over Jason Machechuk, and we'll see if that's something that they try to go to again at some point here as they continue to use this running game.
The shotgun formation here. Out of the end zone, the throw, and it's going to be broken up, and it'll fall incomplete. Dennekamp was just about to be sacked in his own end zone, as the Governor said, use the blitz to force a quick throw from Dennekamp, and it'll be up another punting situation for Douglas from their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, and it was actually a fairly athletic play from Dennekamp. I mean, he was actually had about 3 Governors right in his face and threw a ball off his back foot and actually almost completed it. But good play by Gavin Stotts out there on pass coverage for the Governors, was able to break up the pass and force Douglas into a punting situation.
So now here's the punt. It might have gotten partially tipped, as the Governors will let it roll, and it will be taken at around the 46-yard line, and the Governors have it inside Douglas territory, as they will have it here at the Douglas 46-yard line for their next offense possession. This will be just the 2nd time the Governor offense has been out with 3:53 to play after the punt return touchdown from Jaden Wiebe. Let's see, the offense can go 2 for 2.
And one of the things that you and I talked about, John, on the way out is just the fact that at least with the starting lineups that we were given by the Douglas coaching staff, they have 8 guys that go both ways on this team. And so the challenge for them is going to be to stay fresh tonight.
Keno's looking for a bomb on 1st down. The throw is up. The catch is going to be full incomplete. But it looked like there was a lot of hand contact. Matt Hansen was the intended receiver, and it just fell incomplete. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, nice coverage from the Douglas secondary there, running step for step with Matt Hansen right down the hash mark, and a nice throw from Keenholz slid it right into Matt Hansen's hands, but nice opportunity right at the very last second for the Douglas defender to knock that ball away and force the Governors into 2nd down.
So 2nd and 10 from the Douglas 46-yard line. 3 receivers out left side, a design run for Keenholz. He'll take it past the 40-yard line. He'll pick up a good 6 or 7 yards. They're going to spot him right around the 39-yard line. A gain of 7 for Keenholz, and it's 3rd down and 3 here for the Governors.
Again, that's kind of that designed off-tackle run, that direct snap to Keenholz that he just takes off one tackle or the other. We saw that a lot a couple of years ago with Garrett Stout. We saw it a fair amount in week 1 this year down in the Harrisburg game. Have not seen it as much over the last couple of weeks, except for into the 4th quarter last week against Sturgis.
3rd down and 3 from the 39-yard line. 3 minutes to play here in the 1st quarter. Keenholz empty backfield, 3 receivers out right side. And another design run for Keno's left side. He's got enough for a first down. He passes the 35-yard line down to around the 33, a gain of 6. And then a flag will come in very, very late after the play was over. And it will be a first down for the Governors. It looks like it should be after the play is over that the Governors will have 1st and 10 one way or the other if it's going to be on Douglas or on Pierre. And the referee will see a personal foul on Pierre. So the Governors will back up 15 yards. But again, if it was after the play was over, it should be a 1st and 10 here for the Governors. It was a gain of 6 yards for Kenols. And it'll bring back to the 45-yard line, so it should be 1st and 10 from the 45. They have to get to the 35 now.
Yeah, I thought I saw the official signal that it was a dead ball foul, so it should result in a first down. At least that's what the down marker is indicating right now.
So they have first down, but they still are sitting around the 46-yard line, even though the ball's spotted at the 45, so it's almost first down and 9 for the Governors. 2:47 to play here in the first quarter, 14-0 lead for the Governors. Bunching everybody up towards the line. Keno's empty backfield. He'll roll to his right on the snap. He'll look to throw. The throw to the near sideline. Mosier makes the catch. Tiptoes on the sideline and picks up another couple extra yards before he goes out of bounds. And it'll be a gain of about 8 to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, just Mosier coming in motion, and then kind of does a banana route out into the flat, and nice throw from Keenholz, caught him in mid stride, and the way that play is designed with the momentum that Mosier has, I mean, his momentum almost carried him out of bounds. He was able to just corral himself and just stay upright long enough to get a couple of extra yards and get it into 2nd and short.
Keenholz looked to pass all kinds of time. The flag is thrown as the pass went and off the hands of Mosier, drops it as 3rd down and right now a short 2. We'll see what the flag is, and if it's on the Governors, it will be accepted no matter what. It'll push the Governors back, or it'll give them a first down, and the Governors are moving back. Where the flag was thrown right around the line of scrimmage usually indicates a hold, and it's going to be on Pierre, and it will be a hold on the Governors.
Anytime that penalty flag comes in from the umpire, whose main responsibility is to be kind of right by that middle linebacker, and he's looking at the offensive and defensive lines. That's his sole responsibility, and so when he throws the flag 9 times out of 10, it's likely going to be a hold on the offense.
So it'll be 2nd down and about 14 from the 50-yard line. And well, now we're going to push it back to make it be 2nd and about 10 from the 46-yard line.
Yeah, it was 2nd and 1, and so 10-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage that probably is the right spot.
So 2nd and about 10 from the 46. A handoff for Mosier right up the middle, gets a big hole. Mosier will cut it back around the middle of the field. He'll slip through one of the tacklers. He tried to throw him down, and Mosier's all the way down inside the 30-yard line to about the 28. A big gain for Brock Mosier on 2nd down, and the Governors will pick up about 18 for a first down.
And a nice job by Brock Mosier to not go down on first contact. And we've talked about, Brock Mosier's not the biggest kid out there. He's 5'7", 165-pound sophomore, but he's very strong. And you could see that on that run that he got hit a couple of times, got spun around, and was able to maintain his balance and then still gain a couple of extra yards beyond that. And now has the Governors in a first down situation headed towards the Douglas red zone.
Here's Keenholz on a quick throw. The catch is made by Jack Merkwan. His first catch. He'll step backwards away from a tackler, but he'll get to about the 35-yard line. A gain of about 3. Excuse me, to the 25-yard line. A gain of 3 for Jack Merkwan on his first catch of the evening on a quick screen pass to the near side.
Yeah, Merquan had a couple of defenders, even though he had a couple blockers in front of him. The Patriot defenders closed fairly quickly on him and kind of made him try to choose whether he wanted to go inside or outside, and he chose to go inside. And when he did that, actually ran into a couple of extra Douglas defenders.
Three receivers out left side, pistol formation, handoff for Mosier. A big hole going up the middle of the offensive line, and a huge push as Mosier will get inside the 15-yard line to the 14-yard line. A gain of about 12 for Mosier and first down for the Governors as they are inside the Douglas red zone.
Yeah, and Mosier on a play designed to go pretty much right up the middle, right behind Christian Bush and Brady Getz, right in the middle of the offensive line for the Governors. Once he saw that pile, just kind of bounced it outside and was able to get over the first down marker.
So it's 1st and 10 from the Patriot 14-yard line. Under 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Keno's look to pass. He'll throw on the slant. Catch is made, and walking in the end zone for another touchdown is Jack Merquan. And the Governors now lead at 20-0. As it's a 14-yard throw from Keno's to Merquan, wide open on the slant route. And the Govs are up by 3 scores.
And basically that's the same pass play that the Governors scored on with Cade Kaiser earlier, where the outside receiver just kind of waits for the two inside slot receivers to clear, and then as he comes back across the middle, there's nobody left, no defender left in the middle of the line, and the Governors are able to just to put another TD on the board.
Cole Peterson will come on for the extra point as the Govs lead it 20-0. With 19 seconds to play here in the first quarter.
I'm not quite sure what the officials' timeout is. There must be they actually sent Lincoln Keenholz off. Lincoln Keenholz is the holder, but sent him off, and I don't see him getting any attention on the sidelines. So we'll see the ramifications of that.
And the extra point is good. 21-0. The Governors lead over the Douglas Patriots with just 19 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
And with only 19 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, the Pierre Governors enjoy a 21-0 lead as Cole Peterson's kickoff back to the 9-yard line. It will be DeWitt's up here on the near side, and DeWitt will get it out to around the 21-yard line, I believe, as the Patriots will take over with just 14 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, unless this is some kind of an incomplete pass or a play that ends up out of bounds, this will likely be the last play of the first quarter. Governors up already 21-0 here in Box Elder as we are just on the outskirts of Ellsworth Air Force Base here just on the outskirts of Rapid City.
As from under center, and a false start that goes undetected from the referees as DeWitt will get the handoff, and he'll pick up a couple of yards from the 26 to about the 29-yard line. That should do it, 28-yard line, a gain of 2 for DeWitt. And that should do it here for the first quarter. And that will be the end of the first quarter. 21-0 lead for the Governors after one as they enjoy a 3-touchdown lead over Douglas here in Box Elder. Back in a minute, you're listening to Pierre Governor Football here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
First United Methodist Church would like to take this time to wish the Pierre Governors great success in this sports season. Athletic competition builds skills, leadership, teamwork, and provides lifelong lessons in character development. I'm Pastor Greg, and I invite you to join us for meaningful worship, personal growth, and compassionate fellowship. For a list of worship times and upcoming events, visit our website, pierrefirstumc.org, or our Facebook page, Pierre First United Methodist Church.
When you want the best prices and best selection, go to Wagner Auto in Pierre. The certified sales staff at Wagner Auto will provide you service after the sale and how to get easy financing. Check out their website, WagnerAuto.com, or stop in. They have the best prices and won't be undersold. Wagner Auto has the region's largest selection with over 280 new and quality pre-owned vehicles. GM certified pre-owned vehicles give you peace of mind with their 12-month or 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty and 5-year or 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Log on to WagnerAuto.com or stop by Wagner Auto in Pierre, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer since 1907.
As we welcome you back, it is time for the second quarter. 21-0 lead for the Douglas Patriots.
As we go around 11 AA, Spearfish early in the second quarter leads Sturgis 14-7. Brookings leads Aberdeen Central early in the second quarter 9-7. Huron leads Watertown 9-0 early in the second quarter. Mitchell and T late in the second quarter are tied at 7.
On the 2nd and 8th play, it'll be a gain of about maybe another 2 to the 31-yard line, gain of 3 for DeWitt, and it will bring up 3rd down and manageable here for the Douglas Patriots, who, after picking up a first down on that first play from scrimmage, have not been able to get anything else moving. And it will bring up 3rd down and about 5 here for the Douglas Patriots as they move now from left to right on your radio dial and also on your screen on YouTube at KCCR Sports. As the lights are on now here at Patriot Stadium here in Box Elder. Play action. Dennekamp will roll to his right, looking to throw. The throw is off the hands, and it will fall incomplete as it was Deegan Huska that had the opportunity, potentially had the opportunity to make the catch, make the interception. Jacob Thibodeau was the man in looking to get the ball for the Douglas Patriots. Oh, he was throwing. It was Thibodeau that's the new quarterback for the Patriots.
And again, had an opportunity to roll out this time to his right, and I think again that's going to be a big part of the playbook is trying to get the Douglas quarterback away from that interior pressure that the Governors are bringing.
So here's a punt attempt, a little rugby-style punt, and it will be a fair catch calling for. The catch is going to be made by Jaden Wiebe at his own 42-yard line, and that's where the Governors now will set up shop as they will look to try and extend this to a potential of a 4-score lead here early in the second quarter with 11-12 to go here in the first half. Another 3 and out for the Douglas Patriots.
Governors will have the benefit of the wind kind of being at their back, although I think the wind has decreased since kickoff. We talked about the fact that at least at kickoff it was coming out of the south at about 21 miles an hour. I think it's probably down a little bit from there, but they will have the advantage of having the wind at their back. We'll see if that plays into the passing game at all here in the second quarter.
Mosier will go in motion. We'll get the handoff here on 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Mosier will fight his way. A really tough, hard-earned yard for Brock Mosier. They'll bring up 2nd down and 9 as he went all the way to the far side of the field and was able to stiff-arm his way for a pickup of a hard 1.
And the Douglas defense did a nice job of stringing that play out, and Mosier kept trying to find a crease where he could just kind of try to turn that play up and just never found it, and finally got pushed all the way to the sidelines, and then finally just ran out of real estate before he was brought down after the gain of 1.
2nd and 9 from the 43-yard line. 10:30 to go here in the first half. 3 receivers out left side. Mosier will get the handoff again, and he will keep his legs churning as he'll get past the 45 to about the 46 or 47-yard line. He was wrapped up right around the line of scrimmage, and that's another couple of hard-earned yards for Brock Mosier. They'll spot him at the 47-yard line, so a gain of about 4 for Mosier.
Again, the Governors, working on giving them an opportunity up 21-0, have an opportunity here to kind of put a little emphasis on the run game. I mean, we talked about the fact that they're about a 60-40 pass run team so far this year.
Keno's looked to pass here on 3rd down. He's going to float it, and that one's going to be a flag that comes in as the throw was well past Matt Hansen. However, probably it will be a pass interference or a holding penalty on Douglas as Hansen had no opportunity to even go attempt to make the catch on that ball.
And coverage on Matt Hansen, number 31, Logan Huber, the 6', 175-pound junior defensive back, and we'll see if the flag is on him or if Hansen got flagged for trying to create some space on his own end.
No, they're going to just pick up the flag. There's not going to be a flag thrown in. It's going to bring up 4th down. Wow, that's I know that the ball looked to seem to be uncomfortable, but at the same time, the reason why was because Hansen's route got cut out before he had an opportunity to finish going for that route.
Yeah, and it might have been a little bit of a mix-up too, because as far as that ball was overthrown by Lincoln Keenholz, you don't see him miss that much, and it kind of looked like maybe Hansen was looking to cut that route off to the inside, maybe run some kind of a post play, and so we'll see if I guess it doesn't make any difference now, because irregardless of the call by the officials, Governors are into fourth down situation, and they've sent the punting team onto the field.
So we'll have actually getting a couple of different footballs here, but it is. Well, you can't figure out which football to use. But Lincoln Keenholz is the punter, and so that doesn't necessarily mean that the Governors will punt the ball away. That's the beauty of having your punter as your quarterback also. If the Governors want to run a fake, you can't just assume that the ball is going to be punted away. And although Keenholz has done a really good job punting the ball for the Governors. As now Keenholz will get a rugby-style punt as they'll try and pin the Douglas Patriots back deep. And a running grab, and down around the 21-yard line will be the Patriots. That was somewhat of a dangerous a chance for Anthony Mosier, but he is able to make that grab, and he is down at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, and punt returners are a little bit of a different breed because you know that you're going to take a pretty good hit regardless of what you do back there, unless you signal for the fair catch, and sometimes punt returners really relish that opportunity to live for that contact, and that's kind of what Mosier did there. I mean, he caught the ball on the run, and he was immediately wrapped up by a host of Governor defenders.
So now here is a handoff and breaking through for a first down, a big run, and it will be a gain of about 15 on the first play from scrimmage, and the second first down of the game for the Douglas Patriots.
And I think it was Lincoln Keenholz that made kind of a shoestring tackle that kind of slowed up the Patriot running back, because if Keenholz doesn't get around those ankles and slow him down a little bit, then it's just a foot race down the sidelines.
There's Dumdye that made the 18-yard gain to bring up 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line now. Still in Douglas territory, bunching everybody up around the line from under center. As back to pass will be Thibodeau. Strand comes free. He'll throw down to Thibodeau, and a big sack for Josh Strand, unblocked all the way, and no chance for Thibodeau to try to get a pass away. And it will bring up second down and long here for the Douglas Patriots.
Yeah, Josh Strand, the 6'3", 200-pound senior defensive end, just came in on a blitz, just totally unblocked, and now Jacob Tebow. Is it Tebow or it might be Tebow, the sophomore, 6', 190-pound sophomore quarterback, just never saw him coming, and Strand wrapped him up right away and threw him for a loss of about 7.
So now here is second down and 7 from the 34-yard line after a big sack from Josh Strand. A handoff and a pick up a couple yards for the Douglas Patriots from Anthony Mosier, and he'll bring up third down and long here now for the Patriots as gets about the 37, a gain of about 4. A gain of 3 for Mosier.
Jacob, and I think I'm going to pronounce it Thibault. It's not Tebow like Tim Tebow, the University of Florida Heisman Trophy winner. This is Thibault, Thibeau. So we'll see. We're not quite sure what happened to Matt Dienekamp, the starting quarterback, but Tebow is on in relief.
They went with the 2 different handoffs, and the second handoff was missed. But they were able to jump back on was Douglas, and it'll bring up fourth down and long, a loss of a couple yards all the way back down to the 33-yard line, a loss of 4, and it will bring up fourth down and long here for the Douglas Patriots, and they will punt the ball away.
And I think that's one of the things that kind of makes this Douglas team kind of dangerous is that they have yet to win a game. They have yet to score a point, and so they're not going to be afraid to pull out some of those plays that maybe are a little bit unconventional.
There's a high punt that's going to take a Douglas bounce all the way inside the Governor 40-yard line to the 36. So Pierre will have back of their own 36-yard line for the next drive. That punt didn't look like it was going to be too good, but it took a big Douglas hop and probably bounced an extra 15 yards before it was down at the Governor 36-yard line.
So the Governors will be able to put the ball in play here at their own 36-yard line. Couple of nice drives so far, but also kind of have misfired a little bit, and I'm sure that there's been enough inconsistency that probably Coach Steve Steele's maybe going to be a little bit frustrated with how things have gone, even though the Governors are up 21-0 here in the middle of the second quarter.
Mosier will go in motion. He'll get the handoff as he'll go from left to right. They'll try and get outside the tackle. Flag comes in. Mosier is going to get past the 45-yard line out to about the 48. Right now a gain of about 12 for Mosier, but the flag came in. 2 flags came in right around the line of scrimmage, so it'll push the Governors back. Another holding call will be against Pierre.
And that has been one of the Achilles heels for the Governors has been the penalty bug, and it's already come out and bit them a couple of times so far here in this first half.
So it'll be a big loss on first down. It will remain first down, but instead of a 12-yard gain, it'll be all the way back to around the 26-yard line. It will be a loss of 10. So instead of a gain of 12, a loss of 10, and it's first down and 20 from the 26-yard line here for the Governors inside their own territory as they work from right to left with 6:52 to go here in the first half. A 21-0 lead for the Governors. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers out on the left side. Design run for Keenels right up the middle, but it was snuffed out by the Patriots. It'll be a minimal gain for Keenels on first down as he got out to the 29. A gain of 4, and it's second down at 16.
Again, the Governors, like we said earlier, putting a little more emphasis on the running game here this week against the Patriots than maybe what we've seen in the first 3 weeks of the season so far.
So second and 16 for the 29. 21-0 lead for the Governors. Here as we play in the second quarter, 3 receivers out here on the near side. Keenels will look to pass. He'll look to his left. He'll throw downfield, and it will be an overthrown, and it will fall incomplete. As they'll bring up now third down. As I believe, trying to see what number that was.
Alano Lorenzen
Yep.
on the go route for the Governors, bracketed by both Logan Huber, the junior defensive back, along with Wyatt Pettyjohn, the senior defensive back for the Patriots.
And we haven't seen a whole lot of Alano Lorenzen so far for the Governors here this year. Be third down and 16 from their own 29. 6:13 to go here in the first half. A 21-0 lead for the Governors. Pistol formation. Mosier in the backfield. As the Keenels look to pass, he'll set up the screen pass. The catch is made by Mosier. He's got a lot of room in front of him. He's out to the 45-yard line. He'll cross for a first down as he crosses midfield down to the Douglas 49-yard line. A big gain for Brock Mosier. A gain of what will be 20 for Brock Mosier.
And a well-designed screen for the Governors just allowed the entire Douglas defensive line to come through, and then the Governors had five offensive linemen in front of Brock Mosier, and then once he makes that catch, he just turns the ball upfield, and we talked about how hard Brock Mosier runs, and he's able to turn that short pitch and catch into a first down.
Gain of actual 22 for Mosier. Play action for Keenels, throwing over the middle of the field, down the field, and over the shoulder catch is made and into the end zone for a touchdown as the Governors lead 27-0. Kate Kaiser on the big reception of 49 yards, and the Govs are up by 4 scores with 5:53 to play here in the first half.
And just kind of a skinny post route for Kaiser down the, coming out of the far side, and then just had his man beat by a couple of steps, and with the wind at his back, Keenel's able to lob it up and just let Kaiser run underneath it, and the Governors now go up 27-0, potentially 28-0, pending the extra point.
So it is now Keno's 8 of 12 for 134 yards. Cole Peterson's extra point is up and good, and the Governors now lead 28-0 with 5:53 to go here in the first half. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Pierre Governor Football here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of Heatolator fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of Heatolator fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heatolator Fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
It was a 4-play, 71-yard drive for the Pierre Governors. A 49-yard catch from Kate Kaiser from the throw from Lincoln Keenels in stride, and the Governors now lead it 28-0 here as we play midway portion of the second quarter. And the Govs now have not been able to start a running clock so far in any of their games. However, they are closing in on that potential of that in the second half. One score away against the Patriots.
And so the Governors have been able to hit some big plays, but I think what you'd like to see right now is just have them run kind of just a very methodical, kind of long, time-consuming drive to see if they can continue to work that running game. I mean, this is a good opportunity to work on that running game tonight against the Douglas Patriots.
As Cole Peterson, that'll bounce into the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and the Patriots will have it at their own 20-yard line as they will have it with 5:53 to play here in the first half. The Governors, they won the toss. They elected to defer, so they get the ball to start the second half as well. And right now, Pierre is in a good spot, up 28-0. Just 2 first downs so far for the Douglas Patriots. And that's really been defensively for the Governors. Only 2 plays that you can kind of look back on and say, should have been better on those plays, but I also got to give credit to the Patriots, who offensively, yes, they have not been able to score yet, but that doesn't mean that they've been able to move the ball down the field throughout this season. And a handoff almost got sacked was Thibault, but they did get the handoff in time, but it was no gain from DeWitt, and it'll be up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see who the Governor. It was one of the interior linebackers that came shooting right up the middle, and like you said, Sean, if he's in just a little bit different position, he might have been the one to take the handoff instead of the Patriot running back.
So now we'll go shotgun formation. Actually, Thibault is under center. They moved a man to his right, and now it'll be a loss again here for the Douglas Patriots, as DeWitt got the handoff again, and it'll lose 2 yards to the 18, be a 3rd and 12 from the Douglas 18-yard line.
In the Patriots again trying to find some success. I mean, they haven't had a lot of success coming up the middle. Where they have had some success is when they have been able to get to the outside, either on a play that gets to the edge or that off tackle play. And luckily for the Governors, they were able to sniff out that pitch play.
And a timeout taken by Coach Machachak, so it's going to be 3rd down and 12 with 4:40 to play here in the first half, with the Governors lead 28-0 as we will come back in 30 seconds with that 3rd down play. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories. Go Govs!
As we welcome you back here to Box Elder, it is a 28-0 lead for the Pierre Governors over the Douglas Patriots with 4:40 to go in the first half.
Other scores around 11 AA. Spearfish, again, still leading Sturgis 14-7 that early in the second quarter. Also early in the second quarter, Brookings now leads Aberdeen Central 16-7. Watertown has come back to take the lead against Huron, now leads 14-9 midway through the second quarter. The surprise of the night right now, Mitchell leads T Area 14-7 that game at the half, and Sioux Falls Jefferson leads Yankton 14-6 that also midway through the second quarter.
Three receivers out to the right side on the third down play. Thiebaud will look to pass, and that's going to fall incomplete. It was Jacob Mayer over in coverage, actually Jaden Wiebe over in coverage, and it will fall incomplete. He had probably the best chance of making a catch on that throw, and it'll bring up fourth down and another punt here from the Douglas Patriots, who will go 3 and out once again.
Yeah, and actually a nicely designed play by Douglas. Had a couple of receivers. Actually, it was Dumdai who kind of cleared some space by pulling a couple of Governor defenders into the middle of the field, and then brought DeWitt out on a wheel route. And that play, if that ball is not overthrown, because DeWitt was open for a little bit on that play.
Punt will go out of bounds as we'll wait to walk with the referee as he will stop right at the 50-yard line. And it'll be first down and 10 for the Governors right at the 50. No, excuse me, or the 45 for the Governors. I'll say I'm trying to find because I got the circle for the soccer field, and obviously that cuts right down the 50-yard line. But they don't have the numbers on the field itself, so looking at trying to find the markers on the sideline. Here's first and 10 from the Douglas 45 play action. Keen Knowles will roll to his right. He'll throw on the run. The catch is going to be made by Jet Zabel as he's going to be out of bounds as he ran over a man around the 25-yard line. A big gain for Zabel on his first catch of the evening.
Yeah, again, just a play-action pass that Keen Knowles rolls to his right, creates a little space, able to hit Zabel on just kind of an out route out into the flat, and got Zabel into some space, and then once he was able to square his shoulders and turn upfield, actually delivered a big blow over against the Patriot defender on the far sideline.
So it'll be first and 10 now for the 25-yard line. 4:23 to go here in the first half. Three receivers out left side. Keen Knowles will look to his left. He's going to throw over the middle. Merquan makes the catch. He's going to walk it in the end zone for another touchdown. The Governors lead 34-0 here with 4:17 to go in the first half. Merquan's got his third catch, second touchdown catch of the evening.
And again, just that crossing route, and that's what the Governors have had success with all night long on those passing plays is just finding some space right in the middle of the field, and that's exactly what they did with Jack Merquan there on that two-play drive.
So a two-play 45-yard drive, and Cole Peterson's extra point is blocked. So it's a 34-0 lead for the Pierre Governors. As we step aside for 30 seconds, we'll come back. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
This is Art from East Pierre Landscape and Garden Center. Did you know we are open 7 days a week? We're your shopping destination rather than simply a producer of nursery plants. We know what plants work in the area and offer high-quality landscape design services, plant materials, handmade outdoor crafts, and high-quality garden art. Let us make your yard and garden one to remember. East Pierre Landscape and Garden Center, east on Highway 34, north of Farm Island in Pierre.
So it is a 34-0 lead here for the Pierre Governors. Running clock's at 35, so the Govs will have to score at least one more time here in this game to have a running clock and lead by more than 35 points. It is 8 o'clock back in Pierre. You're listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station. 7:01 local time here in Box Elder as Cole Peterson will tee it up and will kick it away. And it'll go near the end zone, and it'll take a couple of bounces into the end zone, and it will be a touchback with 4:17 to go here in the first half. So the Governors right now, they're looking to get another defensive stop, as it has been all Governors here lately.
Yeah, the Governors very much in control of this game, up 34-0 with 4:17 to go before halftime. The Governors have done a nice job moving the ball, and they again are showing that big play capability that they've shown early on in the year. In the first 2 weeks of the year against Harrisburg and Mitchell, had a little trouble with that big play last week against Sturgis.
A handoff here on 1st and 10 for the 20-yard line. A positive gain for the Douglas Patriots, as it was Mosier that got the handoff. Actually, it was Luthi that got the handoff. And it'll be a gain of about 4. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 6, under 4 to play.
Patriots able to come over the right side of the offensive line, ran into Josh Strand, but not after the Patriots were able to pick up about almost 4 yards for Luthi on the carry for the 6', 180-pound junior running back.
2nd and 6 from the 24-yard line. We're under center. A handoff, and that's going to go nowhere for the Patriots. A loss of a couple yards back to the 22 and bring up now 3rd down and 8. As Luthi will lose those 2 yards and a 3rd down and long here for the Douglas Patriots.
Yeah, and you know, this, as we've seen Douglas over the years, I mean, this is kind of an offense that is predicated on being able to run the ball, and so far the Governors have done a nice job in terms of shutting down that running game, and when you take away that running game from Douglas, I mean, it really forces them into an uncomfortable situation trying to throw the ball.
3rd and 8, design run up the middle, and it's going to go for a gain of about 4 to the 26-yard line. And it'll bring up now 4th down. And it'll bring another punt, as I believe that was Dumdye that actually ran the ball. He was lined up as the quarterback took the snap. And it'll bring up 4th down and 4 for the 26. And it'll be another punt here for the Douglas Patriots with 2:25 to go. And on the punt, it'll be Brock Mosier that will make the catch. We'll get a block from Wiebe. He's to the 45-yard line, across midfield. He'll spin off of one tackler, and then at the sideline, he'll go out near the 45-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Governors inside Douglas territory with 2:14 to go here in the half. And Pierre's got an opportunity to potentially go up by 40, at least by 40 here before the end of the half.
And again, just a nice hard run by Brock Mosier on the return, and we talked about how he just does not go down on first contact, and he was able to get hit a couple of times, stay upright, keep the feet churning, and able to take that ball out over midfield into Douglas Patriot territory.
Lincoln Keenels with 3 receivers out to the right side, empty backfield. Keenels will pump fake. Now he'll roll to his right, scramble out of the pocket, and the throw was nearly intercepted. And it will fall incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 as Keenels was driven to the ground. And that's be the Keenels now 10 of 15 here in the ball game. 2:07 to go, and it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and that's the kind of play where Keenel's just a little bit slow to get up, and if you heard a gasp coming from the opposite sidelines, it was probably Steve Steele going, I hope everything's okay, but Keenhol's back on his feet with a little help from the Patriot defender and back in the shotgun formation.
Here on 2nd and 10, Keenels will look to air it out down the field to the sideline, a jump ball, and it is popped up in the air, and it will fall incomplete. And I'll bring up 3rd down and 10 as that one just a little bit underthrown. It was an opportunity to go get it. I believe Merkwan was the one that that was maybe Kaiser. Boy, it's hard to see those numbers from where we're looking at inside this window. It's 3rd down and 10, and it'll bring up a big 3rd down here for the Governors with 2:01 to play here in the first half.
Yeah, it was Kaiser on the intended reception, but like you said, it was either, I don't know if it was intended as a back shoulder throw, but a ball that was underthrown, and Kaiser made a nice adjustment on the ball, almost able to come up with a reception.
An empty backfield here for Keenels on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw on a screen pass. Zabel makes the catch. He's going to get past the 40, 35-yard line to around the 34, and is going to get to the 33, then to get to the 32 maybe. And it'll bring up 4th down and 1 here for the Governors. A gain of 9 for Zabel on the screen pass.
Yeah, just kind of an underneath route for Zabel, and again, a nice run after the catch, and was able to get 9 yards on the play, able to get the Governors in a situation where they're now in 4th and short. The Governors are going to go for it here with under 2 minutes to go before halftime.
And we're looking probably for a Steve Steele special here. The design run right up the middle for Keenels. He knew it was coming, and Keenels going to pick up all the way down to around the 26-yard line. A big gain for Lincoln Keenels, a gain from the around the 34 to the 26, a gain of 8 for Lincoln Keenels as 1st and 10 for the Governors.
Yeah, just nothing very complex about it. Just a straight gut shot right up the middle, and Keenhol's able to find some room right over the top of Brady Getz and Christian Bush in the middle of that line, and the Governors were able to pick up a first down.
3 receivers out left side, empty backfield again for Keenholz. He'll throw. A catch is going to be dropped as open was Mosier, but he was trying to take off before the ball was secured, and it's now 2nd down and 10 from the around 26-yard line here for the Governors with 1:24 to go here in the first half. A field goal or any kind of score right now for the Governors would get the continuous clock to start to open up the second half.
Governors do have a little bit of wind at their back, and in the pregame, you and I were talking, John, about the fact that Cole Peterson kicking this direction in warmups was able to. I mean, his range was out past 50 yards. This would be a 42-yard field goal from here if the Governor offense is stymied.
Keenholz is going to scramble for it. He's going to have a lot of room all the way to the sideline. He dives for the pylon on the far side, and did he get in? They're going to say he got out of the 1-yard line. A gain of 24 for Keenholz, and it'll bring up 1st and goal from the 1 with 1:10 to go here in the first half.
And again, we have trouble seeing from up here, especially on the far sideline, and just because of the distance out there, and so it was a little difficult to see exactly where Keenholz went out at. The official said he stepped out at the 1-yard line, and so the Governor's in business with 1:10 to go before halftime.
Mosier in the backfield, pistol formation, 1st and goal from the 1. Keenholz will hand off for Mosier. He will power his way in for the touchdown. Brock Mosier is first here this season. A 1-yard rush for Mosier. And the Governors now lead at 40-0 here with 1:04 to go in the first half.
Yeah, just a straight dive play to Brock Mosier, 3rd rushing touchdown on the year for the Governor offense. And again, kind of a different type of offense this year versus last year, where the Governors relied very heavily on McGuire Rasky. This year a lot heavier on the pass, and so the Governors just put the 3rd rushing touchdown of the year on the board through 3.5 games.
And the extra point is good, so it's 41-0 for the Governors here with 1:04 to go in the first half. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Pierre Governor Football here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping is who you should call as we enter the fall season. They can make sure your lawn makes it through the tough South Dakota winters. They can help with the fall cleanup, winterize that sprinkler system so that it can be ready to go in the spring. And once the snow starts to fly, they can help with that too. Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, helping customers year-round. Call Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, 280-4440.
It is a 41-0 lead now here for the Pierre Governors with just 1:04 to go in the first half. John Wickler alongside Greg Dean as the Govs will have that running clock to start the second half, as long as they are able to get a big stop here in the last minute and 4 seconds, with Douglas still looking for their first points of the 2021 season. In the win a factor, so it's going to be held down on the kickoff from Cole Peterson, and that will go near the end zone, but it will be caught around the 5-yard line from DeWitt as he'll get to around the 20-yard line. He's still trying to get those feet moving, but it'll be around the 23-yard line, and the flag will come in at the very end, and we'll see where this who it's going to be on. And it could extend that run back from DeWitt. And it is on the Governors. It looked like maybe a 5-yard face mask call. And it'll bring up first down here for Douglas. And the Patriots, well, maybe it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. So Pierre's going to keep backing their way up. And it'll be the best starting field position for the Douglas Patriots, as it'll be 1st and 10 from around the 42-yard line. Or 37-yard line. I can't figure out where we're at. 54 seconds to go here in the first half. DeWitt's the quarterback right now here for the Patriots, and he'll try and get that first run, but he's going to be dropped back all the way to around the 36-yard line. Actually, it's going to be just a loss of 1. And it'll be just a loss of 1 for DeWitt. They got, I think it's a favorable spot for DeWitt. I didn't think he got all the way to the 36-yard. I didn't think he got back to the 35-yard line. But it'll be a loss of 1 for Douglas.
And the Patriots have moved Jason Machachuk, the 6'4", 320-pound offensive lineman, into the backfield. He's now wearing number 0, but now they've got him lined up in the fullback position in the backfield.
And a handoff, as it'll be a gain and a third down and short here, as that's, I believe, is Anthony Mosier. They got the handoff, and it'll bring up third down and manageable here for Douglas, but they're going to run out of time. They're not going to take the timeout. That's going to end the half, and the Pierre Governors will have a 41-0 lead here at the break. So the Govs will have that running clock to start the second half as they lead at 41-0 over the Douglas Patriots. Back in 3 minutes with halftime stats. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
BankWest Insurance has the expertise and resources to deliver personalized service and customized solutions. As an independent agency, we shop dozens of companies to get you the best coverage at the best price. As your trusted choice for insurance coverage, we promise to go the extra mile so you can rest assured your loved ones and your assets are protected. Contact your local agent to put BankWest Insurance to work for you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal agency, not guaranteed by any bank, may go down in value, equal opportunity provider.
All Pro Towing and Repair offers 24/7 light, medium, and heavy towing, jump starts, lockouts, roadside assistance, and recovery. The All Pro Towing and Repair team of professionals offers prompt, courteous, and top-notch services to Central South Dakota. If you find yourself in need of a tow, jump, or lockout, contact All Pro Towing and Repair, 605-669-2075. That's 605-669-2075.
Pictures are memories we want to last forever. For those special times, call Bridget M. Photography, a unique boutique photography studio offering family portraits, children, seniors, and even your pets. They're available for weddings, commercial events, and sports photography. Stop in and visit their studio in Pierre or look over their website at bridgetmphoto.com. Pictures and memories that will last forever. From Bridget M. Photography in Pierre.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre is a proud supporter of area athletes and their fans. Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre knows it takes hard work to achieve success in sports and the support of great people. That's why Sioux Nation of Fort Pierre is the place for all of your feed, seed, animal health, and grilling needs. They work hard for the community and are thankful for the support of their great customers. Visit Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre, 504 Deadwood Street. Sioux Nation supports area athletes.
As we welcome you back here at Box Elder, it is a 41-0 lead at halftime for the Pierre Governors over the Douglas Patriots. John Wickler alongside Greg Dean as the first half was all for the Governors. One big play for Douglas to open up the game, but after that it was all Pierre, and it shows in the stat column as well. 189 yards for the Governors, 49 so far for the Douglas Patriots, and that was after a 43-yard run to open up the game. They technically accounted for just 6 net positive yards after that first play.
And I think that's probably one of the positive takeaways in this first half for the Governors is the fact that the defense has actually done a pretty good job. I mean, they've given up a couple of plays, but for the most part, they have really done a nice job of shutting down the Douglas running game and really have not allowed Douglas to get anything going in the passing game. In fact, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they've completed a pass yet tonight, have they?
They are 0 for 5 so far on their pass attempts.
And on the flip side, the Governors have really done a nice job on the passing game as they've moved the ball down the field. And where they've really had success is on those crossing routes. Once they've had those slot receivers try to go down and kind of clear out and either run to the sidelines or run up the hash marks. What they've done is then bring the outside receiver from the outside across the middle of the field, and whether it's been Jack Merkwan or Cade Kaiser, both of whom have a pair of touchdowns tonight, they have really done a nice job in terms of opening up the middle of the field, and so that's really been the big hole right now in that Douglas pass defense has been right in the middle for the Governors.
Yeah, and Lincoln Keenel's 11 for 18 so far, 188 yards passing, he picked up 4 touchdown passes in that first half, 2 to Jack Merkwan, 1 to Cade Kaiser, actually 2 to Cade Kaiser and 2 to Jack Merkwan as he spread the ball out again. Mosier with a catch, Hansen with a catch, 3 for Merkwan, 2 catches for Zabel, 3 for Cade Kaiser, as all 3 of those guys, or 4 of those guys, have at least 25 yards or more. Mosier got an 8-yard grab, but they spread the wealth around with this passing offense. It's not just one guy, 2 guys that they go to. You've seen all 5 of those guys make catches, and they all 5 can go for big gains as well.
And I think that's what makes this Governor offense so tough to defend, is that you can't just focus your secondary on 1 or 2 guys because Keenels does a nice job going through his progressions, and tonight he's had time other than maybe once or twice where he's rolled out of the pocket and maybe had a defender come at him from the backside, but he's had a lot of time to go through his progressions and really try to find where that open receiver is, and you see it in the stat sheet right now. 5 different receivers, 11 different completions tonight, and so 4 touchdown passes, 180 plus yards. Again, maybe I don't want to say redemption from last week when it was just kind of an atypical Lincoln Keenholz kind of night, but certainly back to the form that we have gotten used to from Lincoln Keenholz over the last couple of years.
The Governors lead 41-0 here at the end of the first half. It will be a running clock in the second half for the Superior Governor team as they're looking to go to 3-1 and well on their way to a 3-1 record. Back in 3 minutes, you're listening to Pierre Governor of Football here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
At Black Hills Federal Credit Union, our top priority is providing value to our members. Since 1941, we have helped our neighbors buy homes and vehicles, finance their farms and ranches, insure their assets, and retire comfortably. From Custer to Sioux Falls, we live and work in our communities, and we treat our members like family. Visit bhfcu.com to learn more about how you can join. BHFCU is member-owned, not-for-profit, and federally insured by NCUA.
It takes hard work to reach goals. It's a truth that applies to more than just sports. It also goes for your financial goals. You work hard for your money. You deserve an investment strategy that lines up with your game plan. Your local Edward Jones financial advisor can help. If your investments aren't getting you closer to the win, visit edwardjones.com or stop by your local Pierre area Edward Jones office for a financial review. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
It is time to control noxious weeds. Do you have a control plan in place? If not, contact your local weed and pest supervisor to help you set up a plan. Effort now will save you time and money in the future. This is Paul Johnson, South Dakota State University Extension Weed Science Coordinator, asking for your support to get this statewide noxious weed problem under control.
As long as you have a local cooperative, you'll never farm alone. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, our team is your team, ready to help you make the decisions that are vital to your operation. From the seed, plant health, and marketing the grain, to fuel to keep you running, the feed to supplement your herds, and the financing programs to make it all possible. We're here for you. Give CHS Midwest Cooperative a call today and let us show you the value of the co-op. Local, loyal, and trusted for generations.
When a disaster damages your home or business, you need immediate support from experts you can count on. Service Master is there for your burst and leaking pipes, basement flooding, drying and dehumidification, roof leaks and failures, carpet and upholstery. We know your situation is unique. That's why we give every type of damage in every building the individual attention of certified experts who have the real-world experience to come up with the best solution. No type of damage is too big or too small for us to handle. We're standing by 24/7. Call Service Master 844-902-2938.
As we welcome you back here at halftime, 41-0 lead for the Pierre Governors. John Wicker alongside Greg Dean.
We'll do score updates from across South Dakota in round 11 AA. Spearfish at halftime now leads Sturgis 21-7. Brookings at halftime leads Aberdeen Central 16-7. Late in the second quarter, Huron leads Watertown 16-14. And early in the third quarter, Mitchell and T Area are now tied 14-14. And late in the second quarter, Sioux Falls Jefferson leads Yankton 21-12, and a couple of other area scores. Potter County leads Stanley County 22-6 at the half. Midway through the second quarter, Wall leads Lyman 21-6. Sully Buttes picks up a forfeit over Sunshine Bible Academy, so they go to 3-2 on the year. And in a couple of notes, scores of interest from 11 AAA, Brandon Valley has defeated O'Gorman 13-10, so Brandon Valley right now undefeated at 4-0 on the season. Harrisburg and Sioux Falls, Washington now in overtime, tied at 17. And so if Harrisburg were to lose tonight, Brandon Valley would be the only undefeated team in 11 AAA. That would be maybe just a little bit of a surprise, and certainly not what I think the prognosticators would have thought would have been the case at the beginning of the season.
Governors lead it here 41-0 over the Douglas Patriots here at halftime. The Govs will get the ball to start the second half. Want to give a quick shout-out, John Katilnik watching on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Appreciate him tuning in as hockey season coming up here in really just a couple of months. So about 2 months from now, we'll have our first hockey games on the air at Capital City Rock. Also, not going to give a shout-out to Brian Hermanson. He does not deserve one. He's still trying to hang on to the glory days of the Hawaii Capitals, but he doesn't do the interviews with me. John Katilnik will sometimes, so he gets a shout-out. Brian Hermanson does not. And that's that.
And that's that. And that's that. And that, and so we control the microphone, so we get to say when that's that. So.
That's right. So again, yeah, we give a shout out to John Katilnik, who is watching vigorously at home right now, enjoying a nice comfy seat and watching some Pierre Governor football. As can't wait to see him and talk with him out on the ice, around the ice, not on the ice. I will not be on the ice. That would not be good if I'm on the ice. But we'll get a chance to talk some hockey and the Hawaii Capitals season coming up here in a couple of months. And looking forward to it, which you can listen to on Capital City Rock, and you can watch it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Governors lead 41-0 here at halftime, and we will have the second half for you here in 2 minutes. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Let Country Carpet and Flooring help you update your home or office with the latest fashion trends. With over 30 years of experience, we can help you find the right flooring or window treatments for your needs. Stop down to 414 East Sioux Avenue or call for an appointment at 224-9297 for your free consultation and estimate. Go Govs!
This fall, sip on a warm, soothing apple cider and bathe in the radiance of the changing colors before you smash that hot mug on the driveway and join First Dakota to bank some noise for fall sports. Stop for goal line stands, holler for a game-winning ace, and go berserk for a chip in from the rough. Let's give the home team all we've got. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com. Member FDIC.
Faith Lutheran Church prays for God's blessings to all of our athletes and their families. We're proud of the commitment and dedication that you give to your team. We would love for you to join us and celebrate the successes that God gives to us on the field, in the classroom, and throughout our lives. You can worship with us at Faith Lutheran Church on Sundays at 8:30 and 11 a.m., on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m., or you can watch online at faithluth.com/livestream.
As we welcome you back, here it is, start of the third quarter. The Pierre Governors, they lead it 41-0 over the Douglas Patriots. John Wickler alongside Greg Dean as the Govs will get the ball to start the third quarter, and also it'll be a continuous clock throughout this entire second half. And the Govs, I think, Greg, and this is probably what the doctor ordered for the Governors. And when a team like Douglas has not scored yet offensively throughout the entire season, Pierre didn't have the showing, didn't like how they played last Saturday, you kind of felt like this needed to be done for the Governors to get at least a 35-point lead at halftime.
And it wasn't a perfect first half. I mean, there's still a fair amount of teaching moments for Coach Steve Steele and the rest of the coaching staff to point out to the Governors as they go forward. But I think what we did see out of the Governors in that first half is the intensity and the focus was certainly a lot better, and the execution was a lot better in that first half than it was last week when the Governors played host to Sturgis. And so for the Governors, I think they are certainly in the driver's seat right now, up 41-0. A couple of penalties, a couple of major penalties that maybe were again a little bit of an Achilles heel for them, but we'll see what the second half brings.
So the Governors will get the ball, start the second half. First time that Douglas will kick off here, as Pierre will go from right to left to open up this third quarter. And maybe if you're Douglas here, nobody's broken away from where they're at, and potentially the Govs are trying to get everybody out on the field that they need to. They get all 11 guys out there. And if you're Douglas, maybe you're thinking about potentially of an onside kick to open up the third quarter. They will break away from their huddle, and we are set for the second half. 12 minutes are on the clock. Govs next Friday will be in Yankton. We'll have that for you. 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:30 pregame here on KCCR, and available to watch on YouTube at KCCR Sports. And a short kick. We'll take a couple of hops and roll into the arms as the Governors will get out to around the 27-yard line, 28-yard line, and be first and 10 here for the Governors, as it was Jade Wiebe that had the return for Pierre. And it'll be Lincoln Keenels to come back out here, and where we see maybe the second half go, potentially see Lincoln Keenels maybe have that one or two possessions, potentially, and then go from there.
And I think that's going to be part of the key here is for the Governors to see how long they go with this first team unit into the second half, especially with this running clock.
A handoff for Brock Mosier as he is going to be tackled from behind. And a gain of a couple here for Brock Mosier from the 29-yard line where they spot him to about the 32, a gain of 3 for Mosier.
And actually, the answer to the question about how long is Lincoln Keenholz going to go has been answered, because he is on the sidelines, and Cade Kaiser is now running the offense for the Governors.
So Kaiser is the new quarterback here for the Governors, a gain of about 4 for Mosier on that first run. So we'll see what Cade Kaiser, the sophomore, will do. As they'll probably, again, they don't have to keep the ball on the ground. Kaiser get the design run. He'll get Mosier as a blocker, and then he'll take it to around the 41-yard line, 39-yard line, a gain of 6, and a first down here for the Governors.
Yeah, I don't know if it's quite a first down or not. The chain started to move, and then the officials called them back, and so I think they're just short. Interesting. The down marker shows first down, but he's in the wrong position. If it were first down, I think it's actually third down right now.
So it's going to be third down and maybe an inch. As Kaiser will get a design run again. He's got enough for a first down there. He'll pick up maybe 3 yards, but Kaiser does go down. Then a flag will come in at the very end of the play. And we'll see if it's going to be on Douglas or the Governors. For Douglas, I got number 87 out there. I don't have 87 on my roster, but it's going to be a call against the Governors. Again, it's after the play was over, so it'll be first down for Pierre. And Coach Machachok may be talking about if it's going to be first down or not, and it will be a first down for Pierre because it's after the play was over.
And again, I think this is something that we may hear Coach Steele talk about in the post game is just staying on task, staying on focus right now, and we've seen a couple of major penalties, whether they be holds or personal fouls, and so I think that's a situation that I think is going to maybe cause a little bit of frustration on a night when the Governors have done a lot of things right offensively, but again, these penalties have just kind of been one of the downsides to this Governor team so far through 3.5 weeks here in 2021.
They have it down as first at 25 right now, but I thought since the play was over and they got a first down that they just back them up and it'll be first. But now they got the second down marker up there. Or is it third down? I can't see from that far on the other side.
I think it's second down.
But it shouldn't be. It should be
first down.
Yeah, because it was third down last play, so it should be first down at either first or third down, and it's definitely first down. But I think they got first and 25 from their own 27-yard line. So Kaiser will look to pass here on first and long. The throw, the catch is made, and Brecken Kruger will have himself a big gain on first down as he'll get out to around the 44-yard line, gain of 17, and a second down and medium here for the Governors.
And we saw a little bit of Cade Kaiser last year as a freshman in relief of Lincoln Keenholz, and he's a very capable quarterback. Obviously, his older brother Brevin was a 2-time All-State quarterback in his days, leading the green and white, and so Cade Kaiser certainly has the DNA to be a really solid quarterback. In fact, in a lot of other teams in South Dakota, he probably would be the starting quarterback.
A pitch here to the near side as Mosier on 2nd and 5 will get upended. And it'll be third down, and a couple of guys maybe getting tangled up at the end. But Mosier will might be third and inches again. I think you're going to spot him just shy of the 49 at the 48. So it'll be third down and 1. Oh, they're going to say it's first down now. So first and 10 here for the 49-yard line. Governors, hey, we've taken almost 5 minutes off the clock here, and the Governors have picked up just 2 first downs. That was a good run there from Brock Mosier. He picked up about 8 yards for a first down. 8-ish yards. That's our newest stat is the ish on the 8-ish yards. As Kruger will get the handoff for the jet sweep. He'll avoid one tackler in the backfield, and then he's thrown down, and Kruger will lose a yard. It'll be second down and 11.
Yeah, Brecken Kruger getting some extended activity here in the second half of this game here at Douglas. Again, Brecken Kruger, the 6'2", 265-pound junior wide receiver, and again, we haven't called his name much, but again, very capable hands out there, and gives the Govs a nice safety valve in case one of their front end receivers goes down for whatever reason.
So it'll be 2nd and 11 here from the 48-yard line as Kaiser will hand off for Mosier, barreling his way through up the middle, and he'll get across midfield to now the Douglas 46-yard line, and it'll be a gain of about 6 yards for Mosier, and it'll bring up 3rd down here for the Governors with 5:40 and counting here in the third quarter.
And again, Mosier just right up the middle, and again just runs hard for only being 5'7", but does a nice job in terms of carrying the ball for the Governors. And now we got movement on the offensive line.
Boy, I don't. But Douglas had moved across the line first, but it will be a false start of the Governors. In the NFL, that goes down as a encroachment penalty. Will be 3rd down and 10. Now for the Governors, a loss of 5 on the false start penalty on Pierre.
Yeah, and I think the Douglas defender kind of popped up, and I'm not sure he actually broke the plane, but he what he did was he kind of drew the Governor guard on the far side out of his stance, and that's what resulted in the penalty.
Kaiser on the throw, looking for Kruger, goes off the left hand as he slowed up on the route, and Kaiser tried to keep leading him forward, so it brings up 4th down, and it will be punting here now for the Pierre Governors with 4:35 and counting to go here in the third quarter. So Pierre taking nearly 8 minutes off the clock and barely getting into the Douglas territory. Actually, they didn't really even get up in Douglas territory. They ended up at their own 49-yard line is where they're going to put the ball away from. So a rugby-style punt, and it will take a couple of rolls, and it'll be a good, really good punt for the Governors inside the 10-yard line, and the 9 is where they will tag it up, and Douglas will have to go 91 yards to try and get their first score of the 2021 season. Second punt of the evening from the Governors.
And we talked about how effective Lincoln Keenholz has been in the punting game, in the kicking game for the Governors. Comes in 12 punts on the year coming into this game, but averaging right at 41 yards a kick for the Governors. And so if you can have that kind of weapon in the kicking game and have an opportunity to flip the field, I mean, that's a huge advantage for the Governors as they go forward here in this 2021 season.
As on 1st and 10 for the 9-yard line, it is DeWitt that will take the snap. He'll roll to the far side, and he is going to be wrapped up, losing yards back to around the 7-yard line. A loss of 2 on that first down play for DeWitt. And the Douglas Patriots now with just 47 yards of offense. And again, they had their first play went for 43 yards to open up the game. But they've gotten just 47 total yards of offense. Under 3 to play here in the third quarter. Especially with the running clock, you might see one score the rest of this game because the Govs will be able to use a lot of the clock, but also the Douglas Patriots, they're using quite a bit of clock here as well as they have under 10 seconds left to go in the play clock. And there's a flag that comes flying at the beginning of the play. Still moving as DeWitt. He's going to make enough gain for a first down. However, that flag came right at the beginning of the play, so unless the Governors lined up offside, it's most likely going to get against Douglas, and they'll back it up half the distance of the goal on that on the penalty against Douglas. As the referee waiting to make the call here. And it'll be a legal formation against Douglas. And as we tick under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter, it'll be second down and a little bit longer. From the 7-yard line, you go back to maybe around the 4, and it'll be second and about 14 or 15 here for Douglas. They're going to get out to the 24, so somewhere around, actually, probably closer to around 2nd and 20 here. As DeWitt in his own end zone, he's able to spin away from a tackler. Almost was a safety. He gets out to the 4-yard line. No gain, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And a long ways to go here for the Douglas Patriots.
Yeah, DeWitt taking the direct snap, tried to get to the left side, tried to get to the edge, and ran into a host of Governor defenders. And then, like you said, John, was almost wrapped up in his own end zone for a safety, but able to spin away at the last second and dive forward and able to pick up about 3 or 4 yards. But the Patriots find themselves in 3rd and long, 3rd and about 15.
From their own 4-yard line, DeWitt again, a design run as he'll get through the first line of fence, and he'll be taken down at around the 16-yard line. A gain of about 12 for DeWitt, but it'll bring up 4th down. And it'll bring up 4th and 3, and Douglas will punt the ball away.
And DeWitt's shown an ability to be kind of a shifty back tonight. I mean, he's evaded a number of Governor defenders once he's gotten through that first level, and he's shown some ability to have some kind of speed. And so if Douglas finds a way to get him into space somehow, he could be a very dangerous runner for the Patriots before this night is over.
And that will end the 3rd quarter. The Douglas Patriots will not make the punt. So we have played 3 quarters. The Governors lead 41-0. Back in a minute with the start of the 4th. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent in your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
As we start the 4th quarter, the Pierre Governors, they lead 41-0. John Wickler alongside Greg Dean as we are into that 4th quarter, and Pierre now with the opportunity to get the ball back in a punting situation for Douglas from around their own 15-yard line. And once that clock starts, and that snap will go all the way to the back of the end zone and back out of the back of the end zone. It will be a safety against the Douglas Patriots, and the Pierre Governors now lead 43-0. And just a bad snap to the punter. And no chance. Even I think the punter even grabbed onto it and just backed away out of the end zone because he knew danger was in his grasp if he tried to punt the ball away at all.
Yeah, and just the bad snap and a good decision by the Douglas punter to give up the 2 points, not go down in the end zone because he had a couple of Governor defenders right on top of him. If he gets tackled in the end zone, Governors score 6, so better to give up 2 than to give up the touchdown.
So 43-0 is their score. That clock's still running here as the Governors will improve to 3-1 in the season. Yankton is on Friday next week, and we'll be down in Yankton 7 o'clock. We'll have a kickoff. Have 6:30 pregame as the Govs will be looking to go to 4-1 on the year, and a big matchup against the Yankton Bucks, who it has turned into a little bit of an even more intense rivalry with Yankton, especially the last couple of years with football. It has been the Governors 2 years ago won 63-0 after leading 63-0 at halftime, and felt like with where the Governors were and Bucks were at, felt like it was going to be a pretty good game. Well, Pierre, it was a pretty good game for Pierre, not for Yankton. And then week 3 last year, the Yankton Bucks were able to end the big winning streak that the Governors were on that went all the way back to 2018. And then the playoffs, the Governors return the favor when it mattered the most to go to the state championship. So there's some animosity, and I know Yankton's probably looking forward to the next Friday. Obviously, they're going to get through this week first, but they're looking forward to the next Friday and a chance to host the Pierre Governors again. It'll be the third time we go to Yankton in the last 2 years. As on the kickoff, that's all the way back around the 15-yard line. It'll be picked up by the Governors. And backing up is Brock Mosier. He's still backing up. He's trying to break free, but he's unable to. And they stop the forward progress at around the 40-yard line and maybe the 38-yard line. But Mosier was pushed even 5 yards farther back after his forward progress was stopped.
And again, after the safety, Douglas kicks off from their own 20-yard line, and so Governors will start this drive in very good field position, just short of their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, 1st and 10 from the 39 is where they will officially spot it, as Kaiser is back out to be the quarterback here on this potential last drive of the game for the Governors. Man goes in motion. That is Spencer Easlin. And again, they can take as much time as they want off the play clock. However, we'll have the whistle blow. And now they're going to get a man off the field and bring another man on. If we 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, there's 11 guys, so I don't know if maybe something happened where the Governor had to come off the field maybe due to a helmet issue. But now here a 1st and 10. A handoff and up the middle. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and about 8 as that was Mosier that got the handoff. Actually,
no, Chance Sarda.
Yep, Chance Sarda, yep. Number 35, the 5'9", 180-pound sophomore.
Yeah, and this is a good opportunity for the Governors to put some of these younger football players in the game, give them some varsity experience under the lights on Friday nights.
3 receivers out left side here for Cade Kaiser as Sardo will get the handoff again. And Chance Sardo will have a gain of another couple from 2nd and 9 now to be about 3rd and 7, a gain of 2 for Sarda.
And we'll do what we can to try to call the names of some of these.
That's all you, Greg.
Some of these younger players that are maybe seeing the field for the first time. We got number 86 and number 89 out there. I see Alana Lorenzen, Tajir Barnett in the receiving corps for the Governors. Cade Kaiser still quarterbacking the green and white.
So it'll be Sarda again, the handoff. He's going to try and get out to the far side. And Sarda will get near the 45-yard line, maybe to the 44-yard line. And then a couple flags come in at the very end of the play. And it was 10 yards away from where the play ended. And the Governors will get called for a personal foul call. And it will bring up 4th down and very long for the Governors with 7:40 to go here in the 4th quarter.
And again, these are again frustration fouls, and just some things where the Governors maybe getting a little bit undisciplined. And I'm sure that Coach Steele will talk about that in the post game. That you really want to see the game end on a high note, especially with these younger players in the game. And so when these frustration fouls come into play, I mean it's tough on these younger players, but also gives the coaching staff an opportunity to do a little teaching here in the week to come.
So it would be 4th and 20, a punt from the Governors. It'll take a Governor roll inside the 30, and it will be down at around the 26-yard line, and that is where Douglas will take over. Kaiser is the one that downed it at the 26 in Douglas territory. So as we come up in the final 6:50 of this football game, the Douglas Patriots still looking for that first score of the 2021 season. And Pierre would be more than okay with them trying to find that next week. Not so much here tonight with it's a 43-0 lead for the Governors as they picked up that safety and that last possession from Douglas.
Next week, Douglas heads down to Rapid City to take on St. Thomas More next Friday night. The Governors, like you said, John, travel to Yankton for that kind of grudge match rivalry game.
As DeWitt will get the handoff, or not to get the handoff, to take the snap, direct snap to him, and they'll pick up a couple of yards from the 26 to about the 32, a gain of 6 for DeWitt. Under 6 to go here in the fourth quarter. Stay tuned for the post-game show. We'll talk with Coach Steve Steele and our players of the game. Govs are enjoying a 43-0 lead. Will be their biggest win of the season and improved to 3-1 of the year. As DeWitt will take the snap again, he'll pick up a first down as he'll get past the 35 to about the 38. A gain of about 6 again for DeWitt. And it'll bring up 1st and 10 here for the Douglas Patriots.
And we talked about it a little bit earlier. I've been impressed with DeWitt tonight. The way that he runs the ball. He runs hard. He's got a little bit of shake and bake to him, and he's able to find some seams up in the Governor defense. DeWitt, the 5'11", 185-pound senior running back, and so kudos to him tonight for carrying the bulk of this Douglas Patriot offense.
So now DeWitt will fake the handoff, and could have potentially been a broken play, and the Governors are able to knock him back for a loss as they'll go back from the 38-yard line back down to around the 30. Oh, it was a fumble, and the Governors recovered it. So DeWitt lost the football, and the Governors were able to fall on top of it. Didn't even see the ball come out. And it'll be a turnover. The Governors now have possession with 4:30 to go and counting here in the fourth quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own, from the Douglas 38-yard line.
Again, we'll do our best to try to get the names of some of these junior varsity players. I see number 14, Spencer Easland's on the field at a receiver. We've already talked about Chance Sarda is split out. Cade Kaiser still directing the offense for the Governors.
1st and 10 as Kaiser's got an empty backfield here. And he will take the snap, design run for Kaiser, and he'll get inside the 35 to around the 33-yard line, a gain of about 5 for Kaiser in that first down run.
See Crew Heyer, the 6'1", 170-pound sophomore tight end, is in the game for the Governors. Looks like I see number 40, I think. Grayson Schutzel, I think, is on the field. He also 6'3", 180-pound sophomore tight end for the Governors.
As Kaiser again, empty backfield, low snap, he's able to pick it up. Flag will come in, and it'll be a gain of a couple from Kaiser near the first down marker. Actually, it looks like he got the first down, but the flag came out right away, so maybe a legal formation from the Governors, and it will be. With under 3:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. Governors lead at 43-0. They led 41-0 at halftime, and a safety's been our only score so far here in the second half. As we close in at 9 o'clock back in Pierre. Don't forget about Pierre Governor Volleyball tomorrow afternoon. 2:30 will start coverage. 2:10 actually will start coverage. 2:30 for first serve. As the Govs will host the Lincoln Patriots. After falling for the first time in 2021, the Govs will look to improve to 8-1 in the season and remain up top of the AA standings, around the top of the AA standings. A handoff for Sarda, and he gets thrown backwards. A loss on second down, and Chance Sarda will be thrown back to the 41-yard line. And it'll be 3rd down and long, a loss of about 3 for Sarda. And 2:10 left to go.
See a couple of other Lucas Coleman on the line for the Governors, the 6'1", 260-pound sophomore. I see number 57. That should be Gary Nedved, but I'd be surprised if Nedved is playing at this point of the game.
And Kaiser looked to pass, a throw off the hands of Kruger, and then he is hit hard, and a flag will come in after he got hit up near the head area. It'll be a penalty called on the Douglas Patriots. And it'll be a 15-yard penalty. And it will bring up first down now it should bring up first down for the Governors. That was a big high hit after the ball left off the hands of Kruger. And so a 15-yard penalty called against Douglas, and it bails out the Governors, who would have had fourth down. Instead, now it's first down, and they could probably go into victory formation here. They could snap it just once, because by the time the play clock starts, it'll be under 40 seconds. And depending on how much they talk about this, they might be able to milk the clock under 40 seconds by the time they start the play clock. As we are now under a minute to go here in the fourth quarter. Hats off to Greg Dean here for getting a lot of these names, because this is not an easy spot to see numbers and to see who's out on the field. And Greg's done a fantastic job of getting these names out. And I mean that in all sincerity, that other times that Sardo will get the last handoff here, he'll be turned around, and then he'll be thrown down, and that should end the ball game. But the way that the window is, this is not easy, and he does a good job all the time, but this is not easy to see the numbers, especially here in the evening. So hats off to you, Greg, to be able to see that and to get a lot of these names called. No chance for me to be able to do that. I guarantee, I promise you, as again, the Govs don't have to snap this one here, but no chance I would have been able to do what you just did in the last couple minutes.
Yeah, I got Jace just able to spy Jace Sheeran out on the right offensive tackle position for the Governors.
Final play, and the Governors will pick up a couple of yards, and that will do it. 43-0 win for the Pierre Governors here this evening over the Douglas Patriots to improve to 3-1. We step aside for 3 minutes.